Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Do you hear me too? Hey everyone, Saru here, and welcome to another video game show and tell live. We're doing this special live about the Sakura Wars series, which is one of my favorite series of all time. I've got a bunch of games in the series. Let me know if you guys... You're at echo. Ooh. Sorry about that. Give me one quick second.
There you go.
Alright, I think we had more than one audio source. Sorry about that. Let me know if that's any better. For you guys. I wonder why my camera's super zoomed out this time around. I feel like there's so much room behind me. You can see all the things. Alright, yeah, we had two microphone sources by accident, so that happened. But anyhow, so we started a little late today because we wanted to prepare a bunch of cool flashy things like that intro. We did the I subtitled the intro, put it together in a video program, and thought it came out pretty cool. You guys will have to let me know what you think. I don't know, maybe 5 of you saw it, whoever was here when we started. But in any case, I'm going to go ahead and just get started and talk about the games here really quick. I'm going to go ahead. So, Sakura Wars is a series that's pretty dear to my heart. I've been into the series ever since I picked up this thing right here. This here is the VHS for Sakura Wars, the very first one that came out in the US by AD Vision. And I didn't get this until maybe late 1997, probably. And it completely engulfed me into the series. I wanted to know more about this series. I was aware of the game on the Saturn, but I didn't really care about it at the time because I didn't know anything about it. And when I finally did, and I had no way to play it because I had a Sega Saturn, but I didn't really get into playing imports until maybe 1998 is probably when I started playing imports. So when I got this, I had a regular Saturn, and I wanted to know more about this. This is my original tape. See how it's like all yellowed on the bottom, but if I open it, the tape itself, oh no, the tape is still kind of yellowed, but way more yellowed on the bottom. This is my original VHS tape from back in the day. Oh wow! We already got a super chat donation by John Kratz. Thank you, John Kratz, so much for that $2 donation. He says, smash that like button. And yes, if you can smash that like button, that would be awesome, you guys. I would appreciate it. But in any case, this was my very first exposure to Sakura Wars, was this VHS tape. I loved it. It was a little confusing because they kind of just really jump into it expecting people to already be familiar with the series. But in America, we didn't get this game until many, many years later. And I'll get into that here in a second. Dogen says, smushed. We have all kinds of people in here today. We've got 18 people. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. We have Elvis Roa. He says, Saru and Jesse. Radical Reggie is in the house. David Rover is here. Mr. Mega Man fan, Matt Tracker. John Kratz. Michelle Mayhem. Munchies is here. He says, hey, Saru. Hey, I don't think have you ever been to any of my lives before?
I think one of our first ones.
They better click like or I kill them, says David Rover. Alright, so let me go ahead and get into some more of the games, and then I'll go ahead and show you guys some commercials, and then I'm going to talk about the project Sakura Wars, which is going to be a thing in America again, which is cool. Shoot, you know what I don't have here is any version of Sakura Taisen 5. I'm missing so much stuff, and I don't know where any of it is at. You wouldn't happen to know where Sakura Taisen 5 is?
The one with the big box?
Yeah, there's a big box. And then we also have the Wii one that your brother got, remember?
Wait, is this down here?
No. It's a box like this, but it's in English. And we got it, I think we got it at Retro City Games. In any case, so the first game I'm going to talk about, which I actually have 2 copies of. Oh, it's right there, never mind. It's there.
It's okay.
The first game I want to talk about is, I have 2 copies of this one. This one was my original copy, but I picked up another one in Mandarake because it was just in better shape. This one is Sakura Taisen Atsuki Chishioni, or Sakura Wars in Hot Blood. This one is more or less a PS2 remake of the original Sakura Wars game with the original cast. This one's excellent, and I really had hoped that they had released this one in English back in the day when they had first announced the Sakura Wars World Project, which Sega ultimately decided to kill for whatever reason, I'm not sure why. But originally, they were going to release this game in English, which would have been a great introductory for fans of the series. And then they were going to release Sakura Taisen 5, which just came out here, Sakura Wars, because it was the only game that came out. And I'll get to that one in a second. But sadly, this one did not see the light of day in America, and it's really a shame, because this would have been a great introduction to the series on a newer format. Because originally, Sakura Taisen came out on the Sega Saturn, and it wasn't really accessible to us here in the US, but with this version of the game, it is. But sadly, it did not come out here, unfortunately. Alright, so that was Sakura Taisen 1. The next game I'm going to show you guys is Sakura Taisen, I keep putting it on this side, Sakura Taisen 2 for the Sega Saturn. This one was a much anticipated sequel to the original Sakura Taisen. Sakura Taisen was kind of, I think Sega knew that it was going to be a successful title, but I don't think they knew how successful the game would be. And Sakura Taisen 1 and 2 were the highest selling Sega games for a very long time. It was the highest selling Sega Saturn game back when it first came out. And then when Sakura Taisen 3, which I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into, when Sakura Taisen 3 came out, this one was the highest grossing Dreamcast game during its release. So this one introduces a whole new cast. Sakura Taisen 2 introduced 2 new characters, which are shown here. These 2 girls here, we have, her name is Orihime. She's Italian and Japanese. And then this girl, Lenny, she is German, I believe. It's like this. And those are the new characters introduced. Now, in Sakura Taisen 3 for the Dreamcast, they introduced a whole new cast. This one is called Sakura Taisen 3, Pari wa Moete Iru ka, which is Sakura Wars 3, Is Paris on Fire? This one introduces a whole new cast, new main character girl, Erica Fontaine. She's a machine gun toting nun. Like, how anime can you get, right, with that type of character? This one, I think I want to say that this one is my favorite game, only because the presentation is really good. The game is actually really dark as well, and it's just so great. But let me go ahead and show you guys some quick cutscenes here of the actual game, and then we'll jump right back and talk about some more Sakura Taisen games. In the meantime, if you want to go ahead and fill out next week's video game giveaway contest, you can go ahead and do so there. Jesse has already posted the link, and we'll go ahead and watch some videos. Alright, so that there was the intro to this one. That's the PS2 game. Sakura Taisen in Hot Blood. They did an awesome job, I think, with the introduction of that game. It was just so good. And once again, it's really sad that this one didn't get a release here, even though Sega had originally teased that we would. And then they didn't, which makes me totally sad. But we did finally get a version in America. And we'll go ahead and jump right to that here in a second. But first, I want to really quickly show off. This one here is Sakura Taisen 4 Koiseo Otome, or Koiseo? Come Maidens? Or Find Love Maidens. Yes, that's what it is. Koiseo Otome means Sakura Wars Find Love Maidens. Now this one is more of a fan game, and it introduces both the original flower unit, the Imperial Flower Unit, which is the original team, Sakura and the gang, and this girl here, and then it introduces also the Paris team from Sakura Taisen 3. So we have both teams, kind of just like I said, a fan service game where it takes both teams and puts them in a game together. And the game itself is good, although this one is the shortest of the Sakura Wars games. So if you wanted to play one without playing for hours, this one would be a good one, because it's very short. You can get through the game in less than an hour, depending on which route you take or which girl. But for the most part, you can get through it anywhere between 45 minutes and an hour, which is much shorter than any of the other Sakura Wars games. For instance, this one is 3 discs, Sakura Wars 3, and Sakura Wars 3 can take you easily anywhere between 5 and maybe 5-6 hours to complete, maybe longer, depending, especially if you don't know what you're doing. English subs, no, unfortunately all of these games are in Japanese. None of them have released in English. Sakura Taisen 1 through 4 is all in Japanese. Now, what we did get in America, finally, after so many years, was Sakura Taisen 5. But in America, it was just released as Sakura Wars because we got no other Sakura Wars games. And I believe the reason why Nice decided to bring this to America was because it takes place in America. This one features a new unit, a new team called the Stars team, and it takes place in New York. So this is the New York Assault Unit, Stars Assault Unit. I don't know if they're still flowers. I don't remember. No, they're like astronomy science or something. I don't remember what the deal is. But this one you can play in English. You can play it. This PS2 one is the version I recommend because you can. It comes with both the English dub disc and with Japanese voices with English subtitles, which I prefer. And this is the only one to release in America. But it is a good game. This one varies a little bit from the other games, only because one thing I should have mentioned actually is that all of these games are military strategy games. So all the battles are strategy based. When you're actually in the battle, you're fighting. You tell your units what to do. Any strategy game, and it's a lot of fun. It's a good series. I enjoy it. Randrick says, Saru and Jesse should do a special Name That Tune for next week. What do you mean? We could, I suppose. Came to watch the battle royale of anime girls named Sakura, says Kanime. Very cool. Alright, so really quickly here, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the introductions to the other games. We're going to jump back to Sakura Taisen 3, which is this one here. This one has a bit of a darker tone than all of the other ones. So let's just show you the intro, and then maybe you guys can check it out. Alright, so that was the opening to Sakura Wars 3. Sorry, like some of the videos, I grabbed most of them from YouTube, so some of them are super loud, and so they all start off crazy loud until I actually go in there and lower that. So sorry if I made some of your eardrums explode. But that was the intro for this one. This one is Sakura Wars 3 with the Paris team. This one takes place in Paris, hence the name is Paris on Fire. And like I said, this one is one of my favorite ones. Somebody had asked, I missed it, but the games are strategy games mixed with visual novels. So it's like part of it is you have to charm the girls. You have to make sure that your girls are happy, and like some of them, a lot of them you can like flirt with, and you kind of like get with the girl at the end. But the more you charm a certain girl in this game, the better the morale is for the entire team, and like you can piss them off too. So if you piss them off, they're less likely to listen to you in battle. So yeah, it's one of those games. I guess I should have actually mentioned that I started this with thinking that people would know what this was, but I realized that this game is super obscure and that people might actually not even know anything about this game. So I do apologize. I didn't really prepare any talks about the actual game on an introductory standpoint. I just wanted to talk about the games themselves. But the game came out for pretty much everything. It came out for the Sega Saturn, which was the original system that it was released for back in 1996. And then it came out for the Sega Dreamcast, PlayStation Portable. This is the PlayStation Portable version of Sakura Taisen 1 and 2, which is the first two games. And basically what they did is they made it widescreen. So if you wanted to play the first two games and wanted to fumble through it without Japanese, you can do so. You don't absolutely need Japanese to get through it, but you do need Japanese to understand what the hell's happening in the game. Now, one of the games that kind of makes it easier to play is this PS2 one, because your answers, you play the main character Ogami. He's the captain, the guy. He's the only guy in this series, and his facial expressions change depending on what he's going to say. So usually if his facial expression is positive, that's usually the answer you want to go with. See in the screen here, you see his face there. So this one kind of gives it away as far as what you need to say for each character. Rander Sarumaru, how was these games with some knowledge of Japanese? If you know some Japanese, I think you can still enjoy it. Relation here says, did I miss you talking about the side game with the cowgirl? No, not yet. I'm actually getting to that next. So we talked about Sakura Taisen 5. This one is the one that's released in English in America. Now, before this was released in Japan, there was a precursor game called Sakura Taisen 5 Episode 0. And Episode 0 stars the main character 5, which is this girl here, Gemini Sunrise. Gemini gets her own game, and this one is her travel from Texas to New York. So you make your way from Texas to New York on horseback, and this one is the only Sakura Taisen game that's an action game. So this one is a full-fledged action game with some talkie bits, but not as much as the other games. Focus. And it's fun. The 3D is not the best in this game, but it is old. So it plays kind of like a Musou style game. So if you're familiar with Musou style games like Dynasty Warriors and stuff like that, that's what this plays like. It plays a lot like Dynasty Warriors type of game, and you have like missions that you have to do. Now, you could also unlock the original characters like Sakura and Ogami in their Kobus. And you could also unlock Erica Fontaine from this game, and you ride a horse with her as well. But her horse is a zebra, and she's dressed like a cat girl. Because it's a thing that happens in this game. So they're just making a nod to that game for that version of her costume. But you could also play with her as Erica in her Kobu. And my favorite Kobus were the Kobus in Sakura Taisen 3. I think they looked the best. Now, one of the cool things that Sakura Taisen 5 did, this game here, is there are two different battle portions. The first battle portion plays just like all the other ones, where you're fighting in Kobus, right there. And maybe I should look up gameplay and show you guys, huh? Would you guys want to see that? Do you guys want to see some gameplay of it? Because we can do that. And that might be more interesting to watch. I'll queue up some videos. In the meantime, let me go ahead and play some more Sakura Wars for you guys. Okay, these next videos have to do with the New York team, which is, this is a Japanese version, by the way, of this game. And it has to do with these girls here. So hopefully I don't make your eardrums explode, but I'll lower it immediately. Okay, you guys? We'll take a look.
Lower it down really quick for you guys.
Alright, so that was the openings to both Sakura Tyson 5 Episode 0, which was the first one you saw with just her riding on the horseback and in the desert. And that was the opening for this game. I think the song was like Texas Samurai or something like that, but the whole game takes place in America. The second opening was the opening for this game, Sakura Tyson 5. That was the opening for this, which you can play in English on both the Wii and the PS2. The game is a good game, and it's not the best place to jump into the series because it's like way later in the series, but it's in English, so I guess that's what's important, is that you're able to understand it. Now, let me go ahead. I'm not sure if you'll get audio, but let's go ahead and see.
Or if it doesn't, I'll fix it.
But you'll get the mic audio, at least, actually. Yeah, you'll get mic audio. You can actually already hear that. Yeah, let me lower that. That might be way too loud. Alright, I'm going to switch to...
Your voice might not.
Alright. So, let me just play some gameplay really quick for you guys. There we are. Okay, you can hear me now too, right? So this is what the actual games play like. This is the third game in the series. This is Sakura Wars 3. And this is what they play like. It's turn-based. You have like your grids. Different characters have different reaches. Those are all the steps that you can take. And the first two games play like this. If you get them on the Dreamcast, if you get 1 and 2 on the Dreamcast, they'll play like this with these kinds of graphics. They updated the graphic system for them, I think. I don't remember. For sure, if you get the PS2 one, which is this game right here, the only PS2 game of the first team, it plays like this. And actually, Part 3 is also available on the PS2 as well, which I don't have. I'd like to get a copy of Part 3 for it. But this is how the actual game plays once you're in the battle portion of the game. And they're a lot of fun. You can find a lot of these Sakura Wars games for really cheap too. If you're someone who's just learning Japanese, it's also great to get these because these games will help with your Japanese listening comprehension. As well as your kanji skills, because then you can hear them say these things and correlate with what you're seeing on the screen. So if you are learning some Japanese, it's still good to play. You might not understand everything, but you'll understand some. Alright, let's see here. I know I'm late, but I wasn't paying attention to the time. Neither was Saru. Oh, I know. Yeah, so we started late. We didn't start till like 40 after. Super late. But yeah, this is what it looks like here. Let's go ahead and switch back really quick here. There we go. Alright. Let's stop that. But that's what the gameplay looks like for the Sakura Wars games. And fortunately for us in America who want to get into Sakura Wars and play more Sakura Wars, we're going to get more Sakura Wars.
Your echo again.
Oh shoot. Click that of them.
Link, yeah.
Alright, sorry about that. I had the
I'm not sure why it does that.
because that microphone turns on. We had to turn that one on to hear my audio, that's why.
Gotcha.
But it stays on when you turn it on. So
When you go back.
I just have to remember to turn it off.
To go back.
Robot Saru voice. Yeah, my bad. Sorry about that, guys.
It's because we're running 2 mics.
Yeah, since we're running 2 microphones. But in any case, what I would say, even if you didn't know Japanese, this one here is not bad. If you have a way to play Japanese PlayStation 2 games, pick this one up because this one is a straight up action game. You do have some like talky parts, but for the most part you just kill a bunch of shit in this one. And it's a lot of fun. And you can usually get it for like $30. It's not an expensive game. It's not bad. Did I miss anybody? Robot Saru. Got a TG16. Cool! That's awesome. Then you got to join us for PC Engine Fridays every Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We play PC Engine games here, and we talk about PC Engine and TurboGrafx all day, every day. But in any case, Sakura Tyson 5, definitely pick this up. Actually, let me look for gameplay of that one. And you guys can see what that one looks like, if I can find it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and switch to that one really quick. Give me 1 second. Alright. We're going to shut you up for a second here, music. Because I'm going to show you gameplay of Sakura Tyson 5. So this is Sakura Tyson 5 Episode 0. This is the one that's pretty much an action game. And you can play the different characters. You can play as Gemini. This person unlocked all the characters. So he has Gemini, Ogami, and Erika. And yeah, it looks like he has Erika in the... Oh, he's got all of the unlocks, it looks like. Alright, so he's playing the original game. But let me just fast forward here to some gameplay. So a good portion of the gameplay is like original Sakura Wars, where you have like choices that you have to make and such. And then the actual game... Oh, shut up. Here's what the actual gameplay looks like for this game. So you pretty much just run around and kill things. And like I said, you can get this game fairly cheap. Good night, Elvis Roa. Thank you for stopping by.
Good night, Elvis.
Yeah, this one's pretty fun. It gets tedious, like most of the games of this type. They'll get pretty tedious, but still fun to play. Alright, well, you get the picture. Alright, we are back. I think my microphone's back on the mic. Yeah, I'm going to turn it off immediately. But yeah, you get the picture. That's what Sakura Tyson 5 Episode 0 looks like. That's this game right here. You can usually get this for around $30, I think. I'm not sure what you can get it for nowadays. I picked up my copy for, I don't know, maybe $40 back then. And this one was the budget version. There's usually a markup when you get them, but yeah, I picked it up for around $40. The Japanese PS2, so you need to be able to play Japanese PS2. So if you have like the hard drive, you could always just download the game or rip it. Sorry, not download. We don't do no illegal downloading talk here. You rip your own copy via a legal means, and you could always put it on your hard drive and play it like that. If you have like an HD loader or some sort of thing like that, then you can go ahead and play it that way. Objection says, well, now I want to continue Sakura Tyson 5 for PS2. You should. You should play it. You should play that game. Stop all the downloading. We were just talking about that earlier. Someone else was saying that on a stream. But Sakura Tyson is good. Another good way, if you were really curious about this series and its characters, there is also all sorts of anime. All of the anime came out here in America for some reason or another. We got all of the anime for the original TV show. We got the movie, the actual Sakura Tyson movie, which is this one. It says out of print, but it actually came out for Blu-ray as well. I have this movie for Blu-ray, for PSP, UMD, and the DVD. So Sakura Wars, the movie, is another good way to get into it. Wow, there's 2 DVDs. The movie is in here, and then my original OVAs are in here. These are the OVAs. I'm not sure where the case for this went. But these are basically this is the DVD version of the OVAs that came out here by AD Vision, which was my first introduction to Sakura Wars. And you can get this on DVD for cheap, fairly cheap. And it's another good way to introduce you to Sakura Wars in English, subtitles if you want to play the game. Jesse just brought me the Blu-ray. Here's the Blu-ray to Sakura Wars, the movie. He picked this up for me. This one was a recent release, maybe a couple years ago. They got a re-release on Blu-ray, and this one is great. This one actually has the original cast, which is all these girls plus the 2 characters that they added from Sakura Wars 2, along with this one girl, Ratchet, who is one of the people who commands the New York unit. There's that girl there. And then there was a special. Or I'm sorry, before I jump that, there was an actual two more DVDs that came out in the US. I picked up this one at Zia, but I actually have 2 copies of it. I just picked this up because it was cheap, and then I found my original. I bought this for $3 at Zia Records, and these are more OVAs. This one has some footage of the 2 new girls that they added from Sakura Wars 2. So the anime is a really good way to get into the series and the characters. If you want to familiarize yourself with the characters, watch the animes. If you like anime, some people don't care, but if you do, watch them. Watch the anime, watch the TV series. I think the TV series is probably the best way to familiarize yourself with the original cast of Sakura Wars. And it's kind of integral that you watch them, only because the new game that we're getting in America is going to feature a bunch of stuff from the original game. So unless you want to be completely lost when the new game comes out, I suggest you watch some Sakura Wars, starting with the TV series. Saru Wars, says Russ. What's up, Russ? Thanks for stopping by. What are we talking about here? Japanese app. Oh, you guys talking about Japanese stuff. Some people are wrong, Sarumaru. What are they wrong about? What did I say? Superboo says, don't want to intrude on your life, but I hope things will get better. Ooh. Sorry to hear, Superboo. Yeah, I hope things get better for you. People who don't like anime are wrong, says David Rover. Yeah, but a good way to get into this series is watch some of the animes. This one actually. Oh wait, it did. It's a Funimation. I was saying it never got a DVD release, but Funimation released this one. This one is the Sumire special. This one, this voice actor, I forget her name. She, it's a farewell DVD because the voice actor retired. The voice actor for this character, Sumire, she retired, so they made like a going away thing. They did a going away musical. This one's actually kind of sad. Like, once you become familiar with who all the characters are and you've watched all of the TV show and the other OVAs, and then you watch this, you're really sad to see this girl go. And she retired from everything. She went to take care of family, went to go be a mom, you know, all kinds of other stuff. So that's what this DVD here is about. But I highly recommend all of the DVDs if you can find them somewhere. You can get them on eBay for super cheap too. The TV series DVDs, you can find them for a few bucks a pop as well. And I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. Even if you're slightly curious about this series, I would start maybe with the first few OVAs or the TV series. But it's good. It's a good series. I wish there was a way that I can like host like a watch party or something and then just get like a bunch of SaruPro people together to watch it. I wonder if that would be possible somehow. I don't know. Or if anybody would even be interested in such a thing, right? But that would be cool if we did that. Like we did like a private watch party and watch Sakura Wars. Would some of you people be into that? Some of you SaruPro peeps? Alright, we have 29 awesome people in the chat. Sorry, this VGST is a little different. Huh?
32 people.
Oh, we have 32 people. 32 awesome peeps in here. If you like what you're watching, go ahead and hit the like button. If you hate what you're watching, you can hit the dislike button as well. I'd much prefer you hit the like button. Mr. Mega Man Fans says, watch parties are fun. Yeah, maybe we can do something like that. I'll talk about it in the Discord, in the SaruPro Discord. Private viewing party for Hamtaro and nothing else. Yes, we'll have a Hamtaro viewing party.
So we can technically do that in the first episode and be like, talk about it, you can pause it and explain.
Yeah, we can talk about it. That would be cool.
That'd be pretty awesome.
I think we're gonna do such a thing. We'll do something like that, and maybe we'll just do it for SaruPro people. You know, to get you guys into it. We have 40 people now in the SaruPro, which is awesome. So I'll make an announcement in the Discord for you guys.
Jackson said, can you do that on YouTube?
I don't know if I can do that on YouTube. I don't know if YouTube would trip if I started like playing copyright stuff.
You should just get another YouTube channel and just do
just do it on a separate thing. I miss ADV. They put out gems. Yeah, they did. ADV put out a lot of good stuff. I miss them too. Another thing that Red Company made, which is the company that put out Sakura Wars, is Galaxy Fraulein Yuna. And ADV put out the DVD for Galaxy Fraulein Yuna, or the VHS tapes, and then they put on a DVD. They released a bunch of stuff. They took a bunch of risks with stuff. And they released stuff that might have been not popular, and they didn't really care. They did it anyway. They just put stuff out, and if it did well, it did well, and it was cool. I miss them as well. Ghost Stories is, oh my god, Ghost Stories. Yeah. Ghost Stories, they took a very big freedom with the English dub, and honestly, it's only worth watching in English. Because Ghost Stories, if you watch it in Japanese, it is a plain ass, like, boring, like, kids show about, like, corny Japanese ghost folklores. But if you watch the dub of it, oh my god, it's hilarious. I first bought mine pretty much when it came out. I bought the set of Ghost Stories. This is the original set. Sorry to stray off the main subject here, but when did I buy this? 2000. I think I bought this in 2000. It says best dub of 2006. I bought this in 2008 when I bought this set. I got this in 2008, and we watched it. And we had no idea. No idea that the dub was going to be. We had just seen winner for best dub. I didn't read it. I was like, oh, this looks cute. And then there's like a story thing. Nowhere on this box does it say, hey, this dub is freaking crazy and highly inappropriate and incredibly un-PC for today's what do you call it? Sensibilities. Yeah, this is completely un-PC. Yeah, so if you're offended by everything, you can't watch this. If you're offended by anything,
even by a little bit,
even if you're slightly sensitive to those kinds of talks, you should not watch this, because they make all kinds of like borderline racist jokes, and actually, I think some of them are even straight up racist. It's very inappropriate.
We should watch the first episode.
Now? No.
Not now.
Oh, at some point? We could do that.
Do it live.
Yeah. It's really funny, and it just reminded me because ADV put out all the Sakura Wars stuff, and this one was put out by ADV as well. And ADV just put out a lot of cool stuff back in the day, including all of these Sakura Wars DVDs and the Galaxy Fraulein Yuna VHS and DVDs, which was very cool. It's very politically incorrect. Oh yes, very much so. Objection says, well, now I'm curious. Yeah, you can look up clips on YouTube. It's pretty funny. Highly inappropriate, but pretty funny. Let me see if I can raise my chair. I feel like I'm super low for some reason. Nope, that's as high as it goes. This is just a shorty chair. This is a new chair.
No, it's because this is
new chair,
when
shorty
we moved
chair.
It, remember? There it is.
Oh, okay. Whoa. These are my tits. There we go. Okay, that's better. Because now I'm like just in the lower half of the screen for whatever reason. They have a ton of compilations on YT. Yeah, there's a lot of like best like moments of the show on YouTube. So if you're curious about it, definitely check it out. What anime should I dub like Ghost Stories if I try dubbing? I don't know.
Ask Kenny Lauderdale.
Ask Kenny Lauderdale. Maybe he can help you. All right, so going back to the games, did I talk about this? This is a special collector's edition of 4. Now, Sakura Wars also got a bunch of spin-offs. I didn't put any of those games here because I didn't really look through them, but really quickly, my favorite spin-off is this series here. This is Sakura Taisen Hanagumi Columns, which is the Flower Troop Columns, is what that translates to. It's basically columns with Sakura Wars girls, and you have offensive and defensive attacks that you can charge up as well. The game itself is really fun. It has a lot of... The music we're listening to now is actually from this series. And it takes a bunch of the music that you would hear in the normal games. And a bunch of remixes of favorite character themes. And it's a lot of fun. And then on the Dreamcast, we got Sakura Taisen Hanagumi Columns 2. This is more of the same, but with added features, better graphics, better music, better everything, because it came out of the Dreamcast. If you had to only play one version of the Columns Sakura Taisen game, I would say play 2 over 1. But if you only have a Saturn, then this is also very good as well. And it's a lot of fun. It's a fun game. I really enjoy it. I enjoy Columns, and I love Sakura Wars, so this is really cool. Now, this is just the Sakura Taisen 3. This one came in a special box. This big box here. This special edition comes with a clock. Right there. It comes with that, like, clock. I think, did I give you this box, Reluctant Hero? I think I had a second one. I think I gave it to Reluctant Hero. And it comes with this, an Oracle, I guess is what they call it. And it plays, like, the theme for Sakura Taisen 3. Which is really cool. Alright, but going back to spin-offs, this one actually directly ties into Sakura Taisen 3. This one is called Sakura Taisen Monogatari, which is like Sakura Taisen Stories, Mysterious Paris. This one has no battle parts. This one is a, what do you call this? An adventure game. Text. Not all text, obviously, but it's got openings, it's got cutscenes, it's got a lot of really nice animated cutscenes, and then all the talkie parts that you would see in 3, but no actual battle parts in it. The Columns game, 50. What's $300?
No.
Hey, I'm reading that
you
one
later
too.
When people
It's
are like,
cute
it's this.
and not difficult. Which one? Oh, you guys are talking about manga. Okay. Let's see. So Sakura Taisen 3. Sakura Taisen 1 and 2 did get re-releases on the Dreamcast as well. This one is the special Puru Puru Pack version. Now, the Puru Puru Pack is a Rumble Pack for Sakura Wars. Actually, let me just open it and show you what that looks like. I think my game is in here too. Yeah.
The Rumble Pack is somewhere.
Here's the game, and then here's the Rumble Pack for it, and it's pink. There was also a pink Sakura Wars Dreamcast, which I don't have, and I wish I did, but I don't. And the pink Dreamcast comes with a pink controller, and this goes in it, and it matches, and it's so nice. I have this box set. I love it. Oh, you have this one? This box set? What I didn't buy when I was in Japan last time, because I no longer had real room in my luggage, was the big Dreamcast box. There's a Dreamcast box with all of the games, and I wish I had gotten that, but I didn't. Manjimaru says yes. Manjimaru, that's funny that Manjimaru is here. His name is based on one of Red Entertainment's biggest properties, and that kind of shot them up there, was Tengai Makyo. Tengai Makyo was also done by Red Company and Oji Hiroi. Oji Hiroi also wrote Sakura Wars. He was the person who wrote the scenarios for Sakura Wars, was Oji Hiroi, the same person who did the Tengai Makyo series. So after Tengai Makyo, I think he jumped to Sakura Taisen. And interesting bit about another Red Company thing that I talked about was Galaxy Fraulein Yuna. I don't have any. Galaxy Fraulein Yuna is a series that started on Red Company for the PC Engine. I wish I had prepared this ahead of time, because I can't really see where my Yuna games are.
Intriguing. So smash that like, folks.
Yes, smash that like button. Smash it. Smash it! To the world. Anyhow, I would have liked to have shown you, but I don't know where my Galaxy Fraulein Yuna games are. in this whole mess of PC Engine games. My PC Engine games are a freaking disaster. Oh, here we go. Here's one I can show you. There we are. So Red Company, the same company that made Sakura Taisen and Tengai Makyo, also worked on this, Galaxy Fraulein Yuna. And the voice actor of of the main character of Sakura Wars, which is Shinguji Sakura, the girl in the pink, her name is Chisa Yokoyama. She is also the voice of Yuna in this game. So the same voice actor plays the main character here, as well as the main character for Sakura Wars. Majiwana says, "Hey DJ, I didn't know about the connection between Sakura Taisen and Tengai Makyo, so cool, thanks." Munchie says, "Okay, you guys are talking.
They're just talking
kanji stuff, Japanese stuff." But yeah, so those two guys could probably enjoy this series since they do know some Japanese. I expect you guys to play all of the Sakura Wars games.
What's up, guys? First time here. Awesome collection, Star Wars.
Cool. Thanks for stopping by, Jideki. Right now we're just talking about Sakura Wars. Normally we don't do these episodes on a single game. Every now and again we do. Like we did one on Mega Man, and now we're doing one on Sakura Taisen. Next week we're doing one on video game soundtracks. But we're already on volume 40. We've talked about a lot of games on all of these Saturday night shows. So if you have nothing fun to do on Saturday night, you could always tune in and watch us talk about video games. It's fun. It's a good time. It's a good time if you're a nerd who likes video games. Alright, so we are getting... Oh no, we're not doing Gachapon yet, huh? Because we started late. So
What time did we start?
We started at like 8:45.
8:45.
So maybe in 10 minutes. Alright. Do you want to go ahead and post the Gachapon link?
Yeah, I've been posting.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I did post
So,
those.
in about 10 minutes, we're going to do our first Gachapon giveaway. So, make sure that you fill out this link that Jesse just put into the chat. And
It's both links.
Oh, it's both links. Okay,
bottom.
so the one on the bottom is the Gachapon link. So go ahead and enter that if you want a chance to win. For those of you... For those of you who are new, we do a giveaway where we give away a bunch of like Japanese video game related gachapon, usually sometimes anime, it depends, but they're all usually gachapon from Japan. It's free to enter.
I'll post it by itself.
And if you are in North America, we mail you whatever we get out of here. If you are international and you win the thing, you automatically get a gift card, only because it's more expensive for us to ship these tiny things, and it ends up being more than they're actually worth. So we'll usually do a gift card for around the same value. Usually we'll do a $5 gift card for Amazon or Nintendo. If you are international. If you are in North America, then you win this whatever prize you get. And you also have the chance to win big prizes. We've got a couple big prizes, which I don't know where they are.
They're over here.
We've got a couple stuffed animals that we're giving away. Some Dr. Slump stuff. Yeah, there's a big mess. This Goofy here, he's in there. This one as well. It's Arle from Dr. Slump. And we have another thing from Dr. Slump. This is a poop from Dr. Slump.
Poop.
And a
huge
large Diglett who will expand even bigger when you remove him out of this thing. But these are the things that we're giving away. Now, if you're part of my Patreon Saru Crew group, then you get to pick whichever one of those prizes when you do win the big prize. Otherwise, you just if you win the big prize, you just get whatever is next. And the one that's next, I believe, is Goofy from Kingdom Hearts. Is the next one in line. Expand it. No, because then we gotta ship it, so he has to fit in the box. So we're not going to. We're gonna let whoever wins it pull it out of its wrapping, and they can sit on it or sleep on it or do whatever they want to do with it. Alright, so speaking of Sakura Taisen spin-off games, Sakura Taisen also got 2 games on the Game Boy. This one is Sakura Taisen GB. I forget what comes in this one. So, the little pocket one. So, do you guys remember back when Nintendo was making these little pocket things? Well, they made one for Sakura Wars as well. Oh my god, I got hiccups all of a sudden. Sorry, guys. And they made one for like Pikachu and some other stuff. This one was the one that they made for Sakura Taisen. And this one has the original artwork by Kosuke Fujishima, who was the main artist of Sakura Wars from 1 through 4. He did all of the concept art, the original character designs. And then this one is done by, I forget this artist's name, but he does chibis. He's like known for drawing chibis. And I don't know what he does. I just got a notification that Radical Reggie is live right now. Dang, G-Diggy. Alright, so let me go ahead and that was pretty much all the games. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the Sakura Taisen project, or Project Sakura Wars, as it's going to be known in America. Project Sakura Wars is the newest game in the series. There hasn't been a game in over 10 years. There hasn't been a game in the mainline story. There were some other spin-off games. There was a browser game that was focused on girls, where you were a girl and you had to like charm the guys, and that one was and nobody really cared about that one. And then there was like one on DS, like a dungeon crawler. I do have that. I don't know where it is. But the newest game in the series is going to change things. It's going to go from a strategy game to an action-based game. And I guess I could show you guys really quick. So let's go ahead and watch a few more videos. Hopefully I play the correct video for you guys, because I don't know what these videos are.
Last one, 6.
The last one I played was 6.
No,
Did you
no.
move the videos, by the way, out of that folder that they were in?
I did.
Oh, that's weird. The folder's empty. See that folder?
Oh, click out of it? Click out of the video. Oh, there it is.
Where?
Hit X. Minimize that. So where was that folder? This says stop. Yeah, that one. Double click it. There it is.
Oh, okay. Well, but okay, never mind.
So 6
Alright,
is not
I'm just
it?
gonna randomly play it, and hopefully it's the right video. But Sakura Wars is going to be re-released, or not re-released, but a new Sakura Wars that's coming out, and it's called Project Sakura Wars. Let's go ahead and take a look at that video now. Alright, so that was the trailer for the newest Sakura Taisen game that's coming out in 2020. It's actually coming out in Japan in December of 2019. You bet your ass I'm going to pick it up. Oh, and Russ just donated $10. There's no donation.
Sake Wars.
Sake Wars? I guess, yeah, we can do, let's do a sake shot.
That's true.
Sakura Wars. Where's the... Bring me the sake,
Yeah, well.
please. But that is Sakura Taisen, in Japan it's called Shin Sakura Taisen, which is new Sakura Taisen. And in America, I don't know what they're going to call it. Right now, it's just tentatively named Project Sakura Wars. I don't know what they plan on calling it. Ooh, nice and cold. Oh, and I got plum. I'm going to do... Oh, I need to do another shot. I did one yesterday. I need to do one for Pabst. He's not here. He donated. So first, I'm going to do a sake shot. This is Ozeki sake. I'm going to go ahead and do a shot of that because Russ donated $10. So thank you very much, Russ, for that. And I apologize, everything's super quiet here. So, some Sakura Wars music. All this music is composed by Kohei Tanaka. Fortunately, the very same musical composer did the music for all of the Sakura Wars games. Thankfully. Because you can't do Sakura Wars without that main song. Alright, here is my shot glass in the Sonic. Very appropriate since we're talking about another Sega game, which is Sakura Wars, and probably my favorite Sega franchise. Cheers. I'm drinking this. It's sake, Ozeki sake. So usually when people donate, I'll drink a shot of sake. Oh, so much better cold. It's so much easier to drink when it's cold. Alright. And then next I'm going to do another shot because I owed Pabst a shot. And then I told him I was going to do it at the beginning of the show, but I didn't.
G. Dicky says, what are you drinking there, Saru?
Oh, I told him.
You told him,
yeah.
sorry.
So
my chest went slow.
Now I'm going to do a shot of this plum sake, or plum soju, which is like Korean sake. Darn, now I want some Sapporo beer. Oh, I love Sapporo beer, but I'm supposed to stay away from anything that's wheat-based. But Sapporo is my favorite beer. So I can only drink very little of it because I have problems with drinking wheat-based stuff.
Sounds good.
Because I get kidney stones and stuff. But when I'm in Japan, forget it. I'm going to drink sake. I didn't last time. Because Jesse was like, don't drink it.
But gal.
I know, but I have medicine now,
You've
so
been crawling.
yeah, it's okay. I can crawl around in Japan. No, I can't. You have to walk everywhere. All right, so now I'm gonna do a shot of
Why can't
this.
even walk?
This one's plum. It really strongly smells like plum, and it's good. Glean keeps asking for my Twitter. Does it? Do we do Glean differently?
We did a Twitter thing. So.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have to do it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can skip it. You don't have to do... You don't have to do all of it, so it can fuck around. You don't have to do all of the stuff that it's asking for. Alright. Cheers, buddies. Ooh. That's good. Not as smooth as sake, but it's good. Very good. Awesome. Alright, so now that I'm getting tipsy, I'm probably going to get all damn. Is there guava sake? Maybe. I don't know. I do not know. Alright, so I pretty much talked about... Oh, I wanted to open this and show you guys, actually.
Do you want to do it before or after the gachapon?
Oh, it's gachapon time. Gachapon time. Yeah, let's do gachapon first, and then I'll show you the contents of some of these
Just move that stuff
special editions. So give me a second. It's time for giveaway stuff, guys. It's time for free shit. What the hell? Oh, yeah, look. I have 2 copies of Sakura Taisen 3. I was originally going to give one to Reluctant Hero, but then he ended up buying it somewhere else. So I just sent him the box because I couldn't find my other copy. So I have 2 copies of 3. I have 2 copies of the PlayStation 2 one. So maybe I'm just going to put them in the video game giveaway, and maybe somebody will want them. Maybe. Maybe. I'm trying not to drop everything. Okay. Alright, gachapon time. So, what happens with gachapon is we give away stuff. We are now going to draw the winner. So, if you haven't entered the link, it might already be too late, right?
Yeah, it's already late.
All right, so if you already entered the Gachapon link that's up at the top there, then you have a chance to win. If you didn't, you can enter the next one. Oh yeah, nobody knows. My Shiranui uses a lethal fan. What? Okay. Anyway. Funny thing is, there is a Geese Howard sake. If you know who Geese Howard is from Fatal Fury, there's a sake. There's a Geese Howard sake. And a soy sauce, too. Because one of his main theme song has to do with soy sauce. Just the title, I don't know. Alright. So who is our winner?
The winner is...
for this week's Gachapon giveaway?
Kaname.
Kaname, are you here? Kaname has won our first Gachapon giveaway, and we will do a second one. I don't think we're going to do Name That Tune today. Yeah. Only because we're doing this whole Sakura Wars theme.
Is Kaname here?
Kaname is here. He made the Uru face. He was like... Yes, Kaname. Kaname is our winner for the first Gachapon giveaway. We do have another Gachapon giveaway happening.
I choose Ultra Instinct Goku.
You have to pick a number between 1 and 4. Silly Canamoos. But remember, you're SaruPro, so SaruPro people get to pick whichever prize they want. The only purpose of the number. So for those of you who are new, we have 400 yen here. You pick between a number between 1 and 4, and that's the coin that you play. The coin that you play is the prize that you receive. Now, if you're a member of the Saru crew, which you can be for as little as $1 a month, you get to pick whichever prize comes out, unless it's the big prize. The big prize still has to be the coin that you designate. So if you pick 2, the big prize has to land on 2 for you to win it. However, if you are Saru crew, you get to pick whichever normal Gachapon prize that gets pulled out. So here we go.
He picks 2.
Ever do giveaway? Yes, we give away all sorts of stuff. We give away Famicom games, Super Famicom games, PS1 games, PS2 games, toys. We give away lots of stuff. So if you're new here, make sure to check out the FX Unit Yuki website at www.fxunityuki.com for a list of all the stuff that's being given away. And you could also see what has been given away in the past. I don't think Jesse's updated that, but hopefully he'll do it soon. Since it's not something that really requires you to move your body physically. Alright, so here we go. Let's go ahead and switch to the Gachapon cam. Alright, can you guys hear me now? Nope, that's the wrong mic thing. There we are. Can you guys hear me now? Why don't I see? Alright, let me know if you can hear me.
Go back to the other one.
Let me know if... Have I gone quiet?
Well...
Anybody?
Go back to the other one. Go back to
All good. Okay, they can hear me.
Good, okay.
Alright. Let's go ahead and start with the first one. We can, though my earbuds blew out. Did they? Was that too loud? Darn it. Alright. Dickie needs to change their name. Anyone saying Dickie's name is being blocked by the censor? How funny, Dickie. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Alright. There we go. Ooh. One is, a Street Fighter figure, which we'll go ahead and show you. I don't know where those are. Jesse, if you can grab them so that we can show them.
Right behind you.
Alright, well, we'll show those in a second. Jesse's going to look for them. I don't know where they are. So he said number 2. They were over there on the floor.
Where?
Remember back when all that stuff was on the floor?
Yeah.
They were in a box over there.
We just moved them around.
All right. All right. So here's coin number 2. This is the one that Kanime chose. This one is like a little raccoon creature. But Kanime is Saru, so he can pick whatever he wants. So we're gonna keep going. Oh, this is a $5 card.
Yeah.
Which you can pick too if you want it.
From Amazon or Nintendo.
Yep. All right, and last one is a Fist of the North Star statuette thing, which is cool. All right, let me go ahead and show you really quick. I don't know where.
Go to the next one. So I can actually search because I don't want to be in the camera.
Go to the. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Bam! There we go. Okay. Well, I went back to this camera. What are you looking for?
It's looking for those things. I saw them.
Well, they're not over here anywhere. Because I would be able to see them. Yeah, they're not behind me. So if they're anywhere, they're over. Unless they're over there, there's a bunch of things in this box. What are those? Just other gadget boxes?
No, that's not it. It's here. I had them.
Okay. Well, they're not anywhere in this vicinity.
It's weird.
So the first, I can't even show you guys because we don't even know where it went. The first one is these two like Gachapon keychain things, but I can't, or Street Fighter keychains.
We're moving stuff around today.
Yeah, and I can't really show you what they are, but they're kind of cool. Number 2, what came out? This was number 2. This is a little like raccoon thing from something called Bono Bono Forest Things. It's like an anime and a smartphone game. I don't know. And then the other thing that I lost, number 3, was this is a $5 Amazon or Nintendo gift card. And then number 4 is a Fist of the North Star statue of Ray. These are pretty cool too. So which one do you want, Kaname? Kanamoos. DC Radia's going to bed. Good night, DC Radia. Munchies, I got the Gachapon machine off of Amazon. And we paid more money than we should have because we wanted it quick. So we got... You can get them now for like $60, but we paid $100 for it. So we needed to get it like the next day. Yeah, I don't think it's over here. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I see them.
Oh, cool. There we are. Okay, here they are, Kaname.
1.
Also, audio is weird. Uh-oh. I changed the audio thing. No, it's not the right audio. That's weird.
It's like a metallic echo.
Oh, no.
No, I hear it here. It's pretty good.
Is there more than one? Let me know. I choose Chun-Li. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, here's what the Chun-Li looks like. It's actually really cute. Intrigue Gaming donated these guys. And we took them out of the packaging because we tried to stick them in Gachapon balls. They were too big. So they were in like these little like pouchy bag things. But at least we got to see what they are because they were in like lottery bags. And they couldn't fit in the Gachapon. So yeah, we took them out. They were too big. That's fine. Doesn't matter. He wants the Chun-Li.
Okay,
So we can keep this one. Well, he's not going to fit in there.
No.
So I'll put the ball back in there anyway. Sweet. Alright, so all this stuff is going back in there, including the gift card. Oh, shit. So we are doing one more Gachapon giveaway today. Someone still has an opportunity to win all that stuff. And that Guile, too. So we put the Street Fighter figure back in there, and that's just going to be Guile. If anybody wins it, it's Guile. What were the Ken and Chun-Li? No, they were Guile and Chun-Li. The other one is Guile. They're so funny looking. But yeah, that was the other one. He had given me some Mega Man ones and I kept them. I kept them because Saru was a jet.
They're mine.
Yeah, there was an Elec Man somewhere. And I put it with my other Mega Man stuff. I kept it. I kept it because I wanted it. I wanted it, so I put it in my mouth. Sounds okay to me. Okay, so the audio is okay. Because we keep
Yeah, the
switching
audio was
scenes,
okay.
and I feel like we screw everything up. We just mess everything up.
It's
Life.
it's the I think external mic.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That's a fun piece to have, though, with it. Makes the show more fun. Yeah, we've been doing the gachapon thing since Vgs&T 10.
No, you're right. Since like 6.
Really? That early?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, okay, so we've done the gachapon thing for like 30 plus shows already. So, yeah, a lot of shows. A lot of shows. I can't believe this is already 40. Isn't that crazy? 40 episodes of this stuff. We didn't. Normally, we get like last week we got like 40. We got 42 people last week.
It's the Joel
But
tweeted us out.
yeah, Joel tweeted us. Well, we were already at like 37, 38
Oh, you're right.
at that point. We broke the record because he tweeted us out, but we already had like 38 people in here. Gamer Slice says, "Sup, girls? What's up, bitch?" All right. Oh, I was gonna show you guys really quick before everything. I wanted to show you the contents of this Game Boy Sakura Wars. So it comes with the game. It's a Game Boy Color game. The game itself plays. I don't know. It's weird. I don't like how the game plays out in this one. But they made a part 2, Sakura Taisen GB2. GB2 plays more like a Final Fantasy game, and I like it. It's like a turn-based Final Fantasy. This one plays weird. Like you have like text, and it's still turn-based kind of, but it doesn't look as cool. But I'm surprised the music in it. The music sounds good. And then of course this one comes with this special Sakura Wars Pocket Sakura, which is like a Sakura Tamagotchi type thing. And just a bunch of like little activities that you can do. Mainly revolving around Sakura. But it's cool. Tamagotchis, yeah, this is like a Sakura Tamagotchi thing. And mine is still in the packaging. I don't want to open it. But this was part of the Sakura Project 2000, which was also going to be part of the World Project. Because supposedly Sakura Wars was going to get like all around the world, but then the Dreamcast was a huge failure. And not a huge failure, but the Dreamcast, ended up... Everyone knows the story about what happened. And so I don't think Sega had the money to put into Sakura Wars stuff. And then I have books. This is a complete guidebook to the PS2 Sakura Taisen game. So in here, it'll tell you pretty much a bunch of information of the characters, but it'll also tell you exactly what you need to select to get the desired result from the girl that you're trying to talk to at the time. It'll tell you all of the answers. It tells you all of the strategies, like the trajectories of all of the characters, like special moves in battle. So it's a cool book to have. I got this one at Book Off for $2 in San Gabriel Book Off in California. And then all these other ones, these also came from San Gabriel, I think. This is a pretty much a all about Sakura Taisen. This is about Sakura Taisen 1. All of these books usually come with a big ass poster and tons of beautiful art. Lots of beautiful art, concept art, all of Kosuke Fujishima's concept art, even a lot of the early concept art that kind of looks really weird before they kind of like really fleshed them out. Interview with Oji Hiroi, who's that guy right there. Look at that, is Oji Hiroi. He's the guy who created the story for Sakura Taisen. And then I also have the same book for Sakura Taisen 2. This one, for whatever reason, was $12, but I bought it anyway. Because if you had bought this back in the day, it would have been way more. But same deal, all about Sakura Taisen. Here's all the models, 3D models. Because this one is actually was made when the Dreamcast version came to be. So they included a lot of the Dreamcast character models and art and such. And then we have the book for Sakura Taisen 3. And that's where my books stop. I didn't get any more after this. But same deal with this one. It's got all the character concepts. These are the French girls. This takes place in French. Well, I say French, but the main character is French, and then one girl from Transylvania, a royal from French, and then a Japanese girl who's French-Japanese, and a Vietnamese girl who I really like, who's a homeless traveling gypsy with the circus. I really like the story for Sakura Taisen 3 also. The characters are more human relatable, except for the gun-toting nun. But everyone else is pretty relatable. Did you ever draw Billy like your French girls? No, I didn't. I drew him normally. I drew normal Billy, no French girl Billy. Alright, so that pretty much does it for all of the Sakura Taisen games. Really quick here, let me show you guys. Sakura Taisen is also getting a anime. It's also getting an anime series. And really quick, I'll just go ahead and show you the trailer for that, because it looks pretty cool. Slayer's in here, he says, shut your butts, hey Saru and Jesse. Only if you shut them for me.
Hey Slayer, how's it going?
Alright, so let me go ahead and show you guys. We saw the trailer. We saw the international trailer, or the English language trailer for Sakura Taisen Project Sakura Wars, as it's going to be known in America. Sarah says he's on my way to Vegas. Cool. We have a room for you, so head on over. T-Belly is here. T-Belly is in the... I'm trying to think of something grandiose other than building.
He's already got it.
I know, he was in the universe. Is that what I said? In the solar system. I got PC Engine CIB today, early Christmas. Nice! Cool, I want to see it. Are you going to stream with it? I want to see you stream it. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want you to show me it. I want to look at it. Oh, post it. You're part of our Saru crew. Post it in the Patreon. Share it with us. Share it in the PC Engine Club. In the PC Engine Club server. Because I want to see it. If you like... Oh, cool. Okay. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you really quick the trailer for the Sakura Taisen anime based on the new Project Sakura Wars. Let's go ahead and check it out.
東京、ここにはかけがえのない仲間と、そして希望に満ちた未来があります。ようこそ大帝国劇場へ。新桜大戦ジ・アニメーション令和2年放送決定。大正桜にロマンの嵐。ゲームの次はアニメですよ、神山さん。
Alright, so that was the trailer for the Sakura Wars TV series, or the new animation. I don't know if it's a TV series or an OVA, but it's the new animation. It's computer assisted, which a lot of people weren't happy about, but normally I'm not happy with like 3D stuff. I usually like hand-drawn stuff, but they did a pretty good job making it look hand-drawn to the point of where I was kind of like, is this hand-drawn? Until they got to the Kobus and they started spinning around, and I was like, ah, okay, it's definitely 3D. But at first I had to take a double take. I was like, is this just hand-drawn just on the computer? But it looks like it's actual 3D models in that cel-shaded style, kind of like Guilty Gear was done in that like cool anime cel-shaded style. And I like that. I think that's going to be like the future of anime. That cool like cel-shaded flat look. It looked pretty cool. I liked it. And I'm looking forward to it. But I mean, I'm looking forward to new Sakura Wars in general. So, you know. That's weird. You know what I noticed? That GIF doesn't animate.
It isn't moving either.
It's never moved, huh?
How did you save it?
I don't know. It should have been a GIF. But I'm just now noticing. It doesn't matter. We've done the whole show already. We pretty much have 30 minutes left on the show already. What time is it? Yeah, we have like 30 minutes left. Anyhow, so GIF, says Zell. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. It is what it is. Saru, I had your game in my hands today. Can't wait to get my own copy. Cool. Whose copy did you have?
Wow.
Talking about FX Unit Yuki.
T-Belly, mine.
T-Belly. Man, I wish I could play a Sakura Wars game right now.
You should.
I know, huh? Can we set that up? We'd have to end the stream though, huh? We can't. Or can we add a source?
Well, we can try. I mean, at the end of the stream, we'll just switch it and see if it works.
See if it works.
Why
That
not?
would be cool.
If it doesn't, then goodbye.
And then we're all dead. Then we're all dead. Everybody's dead. But yeah, that was pretty much all of the Sakura War games that I had. I pretty much talked about all of them. And showed you guys all kinds of cool clips from it too. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take a short break. And when I come back, we will talk about, I don't know, some other stuff. But for now, watch some Sakura Wars commercials.
Lower down the
thing. また会えたね。待望の第2弾ドラマチックアドベンチャー桜大戦2セガサター
Bon voyage?
桜大戦待望の最新作パリに咲くもう一つの花組がデビューした夢と感動がドリームキャストで今花開くドラマチックアドベンチャー桜大戦3パリは燃えているか
帝都最大の危機にパリから天使が舞い降りたパリ歌劇団参上
桜大戦4恋せよ乙女いよいよ最終回
愛の御旗のもとに今年も帝都に満開の桜咲かせます
桜大戦4恋せよ乙女いよいよ最終回
大正桜にロマンの嵐
走れ高速の抵抗
走れ高速の抵抗走れ高速の抵抗走れ高速の抵抗不可撃だ
ドラマチックアドベンチャー最新作桜大戦熱き血潮に
大正桜にロマンの嵐
頑張るぞ
桜咲く春だね
Alright, there we go. I couldn't find the button to get back. My bad. So, yeah, rest in peace. Was that like blank for a while? So right now I'm actually playing the action game on the PS2. So we're gonna try to see if we can just stream it.
Actually, go back to the gachapon screen. Maybe we can just do it.
Just point it.
Yeah.
I'll get a like.
No. Go back to the gachapon thing.
Gachapon cam.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. The mic isn't working.
Good night, Munchie. Thanks for stopping by.
See, Elgato's working.
Can you guys hear the game right now? They can't hear me, I don't think.
Where do you see Elgato?
Right there. Go up. Let's see Elgato. Oh, look at that. In the mic. I think you have to change the source.
Where's?
And turn on the other mic too so they can hear me. I don't think they can hear me.
Yeah, just delete that one. Where's Elgato?
Oh, they can hear me. Sweet.
There it is. I think it's because it was.
It's a weird size.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move it. So I wonder if I can just right click it, transform, and fit to screen.
Oh, look at that. Sweet. And just push it over to the right, I guess. It's fine. Just leave it black there. Look at the logo. Yeah.
Okay, there.
Cool. Alright, so suddenly now Vgs&T is now a game stream. May as well, right? We've got time. We've got time. Can you guys hear? You guys can hear me okay? Like my voice volume?
ニューヨークじゃないみたいだね。
Just raise the. Oh, never
サンフランシスコっ
Okay, so
て
if you guys can hear me okay, you guys can hear the game
全
okay.
く逆方向
That's
だ
all
よ。
we need. Alright, so the one that I popped in is probably the one that's easiest to get into. This is the Sakura Wars action game.
フワちゃんって言うんだ。
And we saw the intro for this already, but I don't know if you guys want to see the intro for it again. For whoever missed it. Because if you did, here's the intro for it. Actually, it'll probably play again. Let me look at chat, see if I missed anything. Wow, we have 30 people here still. That's awesome. Very cool. Thank you, all 30 people, for stopping in here. You know what we don't have though is the chat. I don't see the chat anymore.
Okay.
Chat boxes. Chat box is not there. Chat box.
1 second. There's a chat box and hop on the software.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was weird. You think it's behind something?
Yeah.
Oh, so much stuff there. Sorry. Whoops. There it is. Sweet. Alright, chat's back. Very cool. Hashtags are. Alright, so that was the opening to this game, which is Sakura Taisen 5 Episode 0. This is exactly how America looks. So, you guys are going to see a map of America that's completely, like, nonsensical, because all of Oji Hiroi's games, they always depict lands, like, completely weird. They do it with Japan and Tengai Makyo. Japan, actually. So Japan in Tengai Makyo is depicted all weird. They do the same thing with Tengai Makyo when it's in America, and they do the same thing here. It's like a nonsensical map. The style clash is so awesome. Is it set before Sakura Taisen 5? Yes, this is the game right before Sakura Taisen 5. So I don't think I have any saves on this memory card. So I'm sure just gonna start. Tutorial? I'm just sticking tutorial. So Gemini's story is she's the samurai, she's the Texas samurai. Her deal is that she's a huge fanatic of the samurai lore and like swordsmanship and everything, and she has a Japanese sword master who migrated to Texas from Japan, and so she learned all of her swordsmanship from her Japanese master. And her horse is named Rally. Yeah, kinda.
That horse sliding everywhere.
Yeah. Walker Texas Samurai. This is objection. Blast off into the
Flipping.
sky. Coolest horse backflip, yep. So her thing right now, she's trying to get to New York to join the STARS unit, but she gets into an adventure on her way there. Oh, that was weird.
Chris Ting says it needs to be played back to back with Metal Wolf Chaos.
Steve Hatfield, cool. I love how the horse is so mobile.
Sliding everywhere.
Yeah. No, I wonder if he went to New York and horseback. He needs a training like you need to get to. The horse can box too, yeah, look, this. Yeah. French fries. You can totally jump off the edge of this stage. There's some stages that have like ledges that you have to like carefully traverse or you just fall off. And
Big boss in here. What's up, Saru, Jesse?
Big bouse. Man, I'm glad this is the first time we switched to a game in Vgs&T, huh?
How do you guys like this?
I'm a horse.
Talking about games and then playing games.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I wonder if we can find ways to incorporate that. Like, talk about. I think maybe we can do that every time we do like a series-based thing. We can talk about games and then we'll switch to a game.
Yeah, because then you can show people what the gameplay's like and stuff like that.
T-Billy says, sorry I'm drunk, but I might not speak much, but I'm here. It's okay, man.
You saw your live you did with you jumping on the couch.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
It was funny.
You were having fun.
I was gonna do it, but my leg was broken.
Yeah.
I got
私
excited.
失格だよ
I was like, I want to do
こんな
that.
調子で
And you're like, no.
無事につけるのかな
You can't.
Can't.
Broken legs. Broken legs. Can't do things. That's your master. Who you don't see.
Master.
Yep.
That kind of. No, no,
Not that kind of master. She gave him the sword, the red sun.
I think you were sort of.
Shut up.
Sorry.
You gave her a sword, alright. He's dead. Man, the artwork in these games, I absolutely
明
love
日は明日の風が
the
吹く
art
よーし
in these games.
このまま一気にニューヨーク
That
を
man
目
will
指す
stay at the Sanshiro. Maybe. That's my favorite Sakura Wars commercial, is the Sakura Segata Sanshiro commercial. Where he's like, Sakura! And she's like,
Is that the one where she's like running in the.
yeah,
Sakura
and he's
phases?
chasing her. It's funny because they do that whole skit in Project X Zone
Really?
or Project X Zone 2. Yeah, if because Segata Sanshiro is a character, and there's a scene where if you're using him and like Sakura in a unit, he does the whole Sakura.
Joseph says, oh, sorry.
I love how they just recite the CM again. Yeah. So funny.
Here we go. Texas is in Mexico.
Well, we don't know how long ago this was either. But look at where Las Vegas is at. Customized mission. I don't think I have any money, so I'm just gonna go to the next mission.
Yanasi.
Oh, Tennessee. Let's see which written.
It's like a Y.
Weird.
Illinois.
Just even weird.
参上つかまつり
Doesn't that look like a J?
The school system failed him.
Welcome to San
ニューヨークじゃないみたい
No,
だ
you're a long
ね
ways from there, girl. She's like, this doesn't look like New York, does it? No, stupid.
サンフランシスコってまったく逆方向だよ陰謀ねえみんなよラリーすっごい人だよ
She's like, let all the people, Ray.
カーニ
She's
バル
gonna
やってんだ
crash this
すごいすごい
carnival.
すごいほらほら楽しそうだよ
The horse is terrified.
お馬に乗ってるなんて珍しいなど
ああ僕はジェミニ
You guys, like, it's really
この子はラリ
rare
ー
to
だ
see
よ
a horse just running around the street. Where are you from? And, he's like, he's not just a horse, he's my, something, my rally. My name's Gemini, I'm from Texas.
そいつはすげえ今日はカーニバルだ
He's like, well, that's
あ
awesome,
んた
today's
も
a
騒ぎ
carnival.
なよ
He's like, join me on the fun.
僕も仲間に入れて
He's like, I made friends. So she partied, she got drunk. She woke up in an alley.
Is he?
And then
何あれ私
this girl's name is Juanita, and she's special for some reason. Like,
父さんぞ
the enemy unit want her because she's got some sort of power.
こっからはダメだよ
She's tiny. Juanita is tiny. This guy is actually, if you watch Sakura Wars, the movie, he is one of the main villains in that movie. But Sakura Wars, the movie, takes place after this, so that kind of spoils that he survives this one.
道に迷った。僕方向音痴だからな。適当に歩いてれば広場に出る。
She got lost.
In Canada, everyone thinks Japanese as their first language.
I guess you just gotta assume that they're speaking in English. Oh yeah, and this is kind of like an old Sakura Wars games where you have to like do stuff before the timer runs out. The first one is save the girl. I don't know what the second one is, but obviously we're gonna save the girl.
Jason says, so she's from Texas, wanted to go to New York, but ended up in San Francisco. Laughing my ass off.
I know, it's dumb.
心配ないよ。ここは僕に任せて。早く逃げて。
Wild West got inspiration from the series by the looks of it.
So that sound that you heard is like the morale thing. In normal Sakura Wars games, when you say something that pleases the character that you're interacting with, you hear like a happy jingle. And if you piss them off, you hear like a brr, 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 which would have happened had I picked the other options. Cowgirl. He keeps calling her cowgirl. He's like, you're gonna die here, cowgirl. She's like, don't look down on me. She's like, Rally, go save that girl.
Can he talk?
He says, hee hee. This is the sound. Big Boss says, I love Sakura Wars on Saturn. That's awesome. I was thinking about playing the original one. Or not the original one, but the PS2 remake. But I figured that it's probably not entertaining to watch because there's a lot of talking in this. Like a lot. And this maybe has like maybe an eighth of the talking. And I don't want people to be bored. More so than they might be already. Oh shit!
I was about to ask you, can you fall out?
Oh yes, you can. I looked at the screen and I jumped right off the edge.
Big Boss says, I love Sakura Wars on the Saturn.
Mr. Mega Man fan says, I want a morality banjo for my streams. Gotta be careful. That's some stale ass french fries. Wow, running with some McDonald's.
Let's do it. Chris says, oh my god.
What?
Because it's by the horse.
Whee! I wanted to see if she said that. Because he said, oh my god, so I just jumped into the thing.
Again. Just kidding.
Oh shit, I almost fell right off the edge.
No more.
Oh. Where are the enemies? No! Don't, damn it. Oh, I hit him. I hit him anyway. Cool. Yeah, you killed him. Alright, no worries. I remember that.
Good night, objection.
So these, the enemies here in this game, they're actually based on the Japanese Kobus. And I forget the name of the group that makes them in this game. It was like Douglas I don't remember. And they're called Jaff Keels.
Christian says that's how the Golden Gate Bridge is used in real life. So accurate. I didn't know.
Well, this is during the construction of the Golden Gate Bridge. So this is prior to the Golden Gate Bridge being built.
I used to go to Golden Gate Bridge like every month. I don't know why I didn't want to go to San Francisco, go on the bridge, go to that touristy place and just sit there for a bit and go to here. Pier 39.
Oh yeah.
Always get. Me and my dad used to always get like sourdough bread bowls.
Nice.
We get the clam chowder.
Yum.
Tastes so good. But so good. The sourdough bread bowls in San Francisco are the best.
You're making me hungry.
I know.
You made me want to eat. It's like Crazy Taxi Horse. Crazy Horse. Money.
ラリーにも
It is. So now, let's see. Let's customize. See what we customize. We have 4100 SP. We can change weapons. We got a new horseshoe.
やっぱキャンセルピンポーン
So I thought we got a blade of some sort. I guess not. Oh, this is just horse stuff. So we got a new horseshoe. We got a new blade. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, a new. This one comes. My special move for this one is Turning Swallow, and my special move for this one is Rock Wave. Let's try it.
ピンポーン
Alright. So now we get to raise our stats. Let's just do like, how much do you need to raise it? Oh, I guess I just gotta use it all. There we go. Okay. So, no point in using it.
John's in here. He says, Jesse, Saru, hi.
Hi, Frank! He's probably, why did you call me Frank? I don't know. How did that start? Because I said I wouldn't remember his name, remember?
Yeah, you're just gonna call him Frank?
I just called him Frank.
He said, I've never seen this game, but it looks great.
They're fun, it's a good series. This one is the action one. They're not normally like this, they're normally military strategy games. But the new one is going to be action. The new one looks freaking amazing. The new Sakura Wars looks crazy good. Alright, so we're going to go. This is a bonus stage, I believe.
尋常に勝負
Is it out now on the PS4? No, it's coming out. The new Sakura Wars comes out in December in Japan and in 2020 for America. And it's going to be the first time we get a Sakura Wars game since Sakura Wars 5, which came out back in 2000. When did that game come out? Let me see. I don't remember. Oh. Yeah. The last time we got a Sakura Wars game was back in. There's no date on here. Alright, well, I want to say 2005. I think. This one was the last one to come out in English, which has the girl that I'm using right now. But this one is like a strategy, war strategy game. So it's been like 15 years since we've seen a new game in the series in English. Or in general, I think. Project Sakura Wars will be on PS4 in 2020. Yeah. Oh shit, this new sword only gives me one special move thing. Oh, French fries! Oh, it's so bad. I hate that the camera doesn't work. Like, way too long to kill these guys. The faster you do it, the better your braid, the better your score, the more execution you get. Miracle. Okay. That's crazy. Whoa, that just cleared all of them. Did I just keep doing that? For more points? Let's see what did I get punished. We can do another level of this one. Horsepower! We can do horsepower. Shit. Whatever. Oh, I can't. That's weird. Oh, you can only do that once per stage. Okay, so I gotta pick another stage. Then I can do it again. I'm glad you're playing it, because I always find new fun games when I tune into your streams. Dude, I'm so glad you come to my streams, man. It's nice to see you in here. I hope we can hang out again. I would really like to hang out. You seem like fun people. She's like, well, hop on. Everything's okay now. Thanks. And she's like, you better be bitch. No, she's like, where would you like me to take you? Over there. That was very descriptive. Slayer is back. What is up, Slayer? San Francisco Panic. Something. Balloons! She don't hurt. Horse don't hurt. Man, this game is so dark, isn't it? Like, look how dark this game is. Oh, that could be the HDMI cable, maybe. No, I don't. This game is always really dark. I'm using the level height HDMI cable. I'm actually really pleased with the results of the cable. It looks really good. On the stream it's at 30 frames per second, but on my screen it looks good. Where are they now? Oh, I gotta let these. Man, she's just destroying everything. How did that shooting Oh no!
こんなことじゃ諦めないんだ
Good night, T-Belly. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night.
John says, glad you're playing it. I always find new fun games when I take new streams. Thanks, John.
That's what we did not need to do that. Take that, bucket. That's weird. Did you go back in the stream? Is that our stream? Did you watch it? That's weird. It looks pretty good though. Oh, it's on us? What was it, our stream?
Yeah, it was our stream. Did they dub this game into English? Did they localize it?
They look, not this one. This one didn't get any. This is the game that came out before the main game, which is this. This is part of the main series. The one I'm playing now is a spin-off game and a precursor to this game. Never came out in America. It should have. You know, we like action games. You think they would have released this here? It's so stupid that they didn't. Because then people would have already had a Sakura Wars game to wet their mouth, you know, before the main game. Do you guys want to? Oh, the other one's in English. I could play 5 in English. Stupid. What do we do now? So we have what, 45 minutes? 43 hours?
About an hour now. Yeah, 45 minutes actually.
Oh, you're right. 55 minutes. I mean, not bad.
John says, so are there multiple main characters in this game or just one?
This one just has one. But I'll show you what the main series game looks like. I don't know where I'm going. Where do I go? Maybe I should look at the map. Alright, so there's something over here. Horseshoe doesn't have any gun. But it lets me kick the shit out of these robots quickly. Alright, so maybe see if all the boxing has in the game. Alright, something here. There we go. Just bought for 13. This one?
Just bought for $13 on
That's so cheap. Yep. Nice. That's so cheap. I was thinking about rebuying it because I have the budget version of the game. And I would kind of like the regular version. Can I just give away my... How do I get up? She said, "Oh my god!" All right, so let me play. I'm gonna play the game in the main series. Never played her games. What's in the better version? This one here. I'll show you what this one looks like. This is more like the main games. This one came with all kinds of stuff. This one's the special edition one. The only thing I don't have is the art book. There's an art book version. I don't have that one. This one comes with two versions. This one comes with Japanese voiceover, even though it's still in English, and then it has English, but the English is cringy and gross. So I'm glad that they actually gave us that option. Boom.
Kitsune-san's here.
Hello. Jesse just put in next week's video game giveaway thing. Oh no, I can't play this. This is a Japanese PS2. And I don't have my US PS2 hooked up. So, I guess I could always play it in Japanese.
Get the magic. Chris thinks says, get the magic slide.
Get the magic slide. Yeah, this one is, where the fuck? What did I do with the CD? Yeah, so I have a Japanese PS2. And I do have an American one, but it's not hooked up. So, that means we have to play it in Japanese. So, I'm going to let you guys pick. Do we play the continuation game, which is this one, of the one we were just playing? We were just playing the action game, which is a prequel, and this is the main game story. Or we go with the original cast with a remake of the first game. So, those are the games. Which one do you guys want to see? Original team, original SAKURA Wars, original cast remake. Oh shoot, look who's here. What is up, TK Engine? 2 for original cast, remake of the first game. Alright, so it looks like remake of the first game. We're gonna play.
Give it to me, I can put it in.
We're gonna play the remake of the first game. Hopefully this is a new disc. Yes it is. There you go. So we're gonna play this one. And I'm actually gonna put a copy of this game in the giveaway as well.
We should put that in the launch one.
Oh, should we? Yo, yo, fun, fun. Game. Play. Alright, so this one is the remake of the first game. It's like a 1.5 because they do delve into some things that happen toward the second game as well, and they do change some things around. Actually, they change a lot in this one compared to the first one. TK Engine says, I enjoy the Sakura Taisen series. Yeah, they're good. This opening is great too. Like the animation is so good.
Should put it up a little bit.
The game?
Just a little bit.
Is it too low? Let me know if that's loud enough. Rhino. He's getting on fire. The one with the horse is Sakura Taisen 5, Episode 0. Oh, this is a new memory card too, so... Creating new data. New data.
So seeing this makes me regret missing the series.
I love this series. It's one of my favorite series of all time. Pretty much all of Red Company's early series, which was Galaxy Falling Luna, or well, Tengai Makyo, Galaxy Falling Luna, and Sakura Taisen. Love all of those. I just bought Valkyrie Profile PSP. Oh, I love Valkyrie Profile. I just found that copy.
Oh, she's in a window.
Oh, yeah. How did you know that?
It said right there, why not?
In English?
In English,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this cable does a pretty good job. Huh? At least on the TV. Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, the added scenes about Valkyrie Profile on the PSP are cool. Like Lenneth's transformation is cool. She transforms in the game. Really well done. There's an event that happens in the new Sakura Wars that's coming out that is so important to know who these characters are. I don't want to say spoiler, but I really think that Sega has to make some sort of way to make the old Sakura Wars stuff more accessible to people.
TK says I also pre-ordered the new one in December. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, so did I. I can't wait.
I just want to play some medieval.
So this is he got a letter from the capital. He is the person who is the captain of the Imperial Floral Assault Unit, At this point, he doesn't really quite know what the Imperial Floral Assault Unit is. But before this, he was a sailor. And he was assigned this assignment to be the acting captain of the Imperial Floral Assault Unit, which is a special combat battalion in the capital of Tokyo. But the Imperial Floral Assault Unit, which is the cast of girls, they also put on plays. They're also performers, so during the day they put on plays and they do their renditions of popular plays, and they also are a fighting troop that protects the capital from aliens. Well, from demons. Yeah. And so right now he's looking around because they were supposed to send somebody from the Floral Assault Unit, and he spots that girl, and he's like, huh, that girl, she's coming this way.
大神一郎少尉
And
ですか
she's like, would you happen to be Lieutenant Ogami? And he's like, yep, I'm Ogami, blah blah blah. They introduce each other.
私新宮寺さくらです。米田中将より大神少尉をお連れするようにとの任務を受けてまいりました。
She was Yoneda. The person she's talking about is their what is his rank in this game? What is Yoneda's rank? He's like he's their I don't know military ranks.
Lieutenant?
But Yoneda is the guy who you'll meet him soon. She's basically saying that she sent him to go fetch him.
Where's Lucas?
Hi.
Who?
Lucas.
Oh yeah.
Brandon Wallace knows Lucas.
Really?
Yeah.
帝国歌劇団花組新宮寺さくらです。よろしくお願いします。頼りになりませんか？さあ、大帝国劇場に参りましょう。
So now they're headed to the Imperial Theater.
"私のことですか？それなら米田支配人もお待ちですから歩きながらでいいですか？
So you can make different choices depending on what the scenario is, and some things make them more happy, some are neutral, and then some things just piss them off. You want to keep the girls happy pretty much at all times because it raises their stats.
名前は新宮寺さくら。仙台から出てきたばかり、帝劇に入団したての新
And so
人です。
she is saying that she is the new person in the Imperial Floral Assault Unit, and she comes from Sendai. And she says her name like 3 times for whatever reason.
まだ帝劇の皆さんに迷惑ばかりかけています。
She's surprised that
でも
capital blah, blah.
この帝都を守るために命がけで頑張るつもりです。後部のことですか？あれって動かすの結構難しいんですよね。
So now they're
でもきっと大丈夫ですよ。だって士官学校を首席で卒業されたん
quickly
です
talking
も
about
の。
the Kobu. The Kobu is the things that they pilot.
私 まだま
the
だ
little
未熟
robot
です
things.
から
He doesn't quite know
いろんな
yet.
ことを教え
He
て
doesn't
くだ
really
さい
quite
ね
know anything about his
お願いします
assignment.
大神さん
Second Lieutenant Shoei, says TK Engine. Oh yeah, he's got really good kanji skills. He can help. Now translate everything that's happening as it's happening for everybody in chat. My kanji skills are not good. I wouldn't be able to.
大神さん初めてなんですねじゃあ正面ロビーから入りましょう
Shonen Lobi. What is that character? Tell me, what does that mean? What is Shonen? Too much from the brain. So she's like, is this your first time here? Let's go to the lobby.
Render's in here too.
Yeah, Randy's in here. He's good with kanji as well. Wow.
今日は夜の部だけですからでも間もなく開場しますからすぐにお客さんで溢れ返りますよ
お兄ちゃんさくらの
Oh,
恋
God, I
人
hate this bitch. She's so annoying. She's like, ha! Is this Big Brother Sakura's lover? Like, mind your own business, bitch.
Did she just tell him to shut his butt?
She did. Showman, front lobby, okay.
アイリス大人をからかってはいけません
She's like, don't get into adult conversations.
こちらは帝国歌劇団に転属された大神一郎少尉よ
She just introduced him.
帝国歌劇団花
She's
組
like, I am the Peripheral Assault Unit, Flower Division, Iris.
この子はクマの
She's
ジャン
like,
プ
this child is
アイ
my...
リスのお友達なの
This
仲良く
this
してね
little bear is John Paul. I just know he is my friend. Fucking bear. So now it's gonna go to a thing where I have to make a choice. I think, yeah. I'm guessing no. She's like, will you? He was like, will you? Iris, huh? Will you be my friend? And she's like, of course. She's like, I've made.
ねえお
And
兄
then
ちゃん
friend.
ジャンプールともお友達になって
She's
くれる
like, say, big brother, would you be John Paul's friend too?
John Paul's the teddy bear.
Yeah, John Paul's the bear. So I'm gonna say no. Fuck your
お
bear.
兄ちゃん約束だよ
I'm just kidding. That doesn't. I don't know if it gives you the option. I haven't played this game in years.
よかったわねアイリス
She's like, isn't that great?
これから
Iris?
たくさん遊んでもらえるわね
ねえさくら
どうしたの
She's like, hey Sakura. She's like, what's wrong?
こ
What's
の
wrong?
お兄ちゃんにも霊力がある
She's like, I feel
コー
this
ブの
big brother has spiritual energy. It's something about the Kobo. Is he going to pilot the Kobo?
そうよ
She's like, yes. That's correct.
アイリス戦争嫌いだよ
She's like, Iris hates war.
心配しないでアイリスさあお部屋に行きましょうご本を読んであげるから
She's like, don't worry about it, Iris. Now get the fuck to your room.
大神少尉米田中将は支配人室にいらっしゃいます
She's like, follow me to Yoneda's.
ではこれで失礼いたします
We're gonna go see Yoneda, who's the old man who runs the whole thing. And the annoying little sister character, yeah. She's like, what was with that kid?
誰かちょっと手を貸
She's
して
like,
ちょ
who's
うだい
there? Please give me a hand. Yeah. So I can choose to interact with her or keep going. I'm gonna interact with her just because you as well. She's a bitch too, but.
It's funny because she's a bitch, but as you get to know her,
Yeah,
she's
you
like
realize
the
that she's only the beginning because she's like you don't really know her character. You're like, God, she's such a bitch.
そこのあなた
She's like, oh, you over there.
他に誰がいるの
He was like, are you talking to me? And she's like,
こっちにいらっしゃい。
do you see anybody else here? Don't ask stupid questions. Don't ask any questions and come here. He's like,
そこに落としたフォークを拾って新しいものと取り
She's
替
like,
えて
I
くださら
dropped
ない
my
かしら
fork on the floor. Would you go fetch me a new one? And he's like, get your own fork, you bitch. And then right here he's like, okay, sure. That's fine. And he's like, that's fine, here. Now that she's extra happy.
ところでここのトップスターこの神崎すみれを差
He's like,
し
you're
置い
in the
て
presence of the top star, Kanzaki Sumire.
いつの間にかマリアさんが歌劇団のリーダーになってるけど
And then she's like,
あなたこのことどう思う
I don't know, something about Maria being the leader of the troupe and
まったく米田のクソじじい人を見る目がないんだか
she's
ら
mad, I guess, because Yoneda, who's the old guy we have yet to meet, is made the decision that Maria was going to be the leader.
あらどうしましょうこれは失礼いたしましたわ
She's like, oh, whatever shall I do? I'm being rude. Ho, ho, ho.
今のこと米田さんには内緒よいいわね
She's like, but, she's like, don't tell Yoneda that I was shit talking to her. And then she blows him a kiss.
照れなくていいのよちょっとした仕返し
Bye, Juan Casio. Thanks for stopping by.
お返しよ
I thought Ogami actually had voice lines. It's been a long time since I played this.
No, Ogami never has voice lines unless they're in cutscenes.
ああ米田さんは支配
In
人
all
室
these
よ
games, the Shujinko never
Demo
has,
いい
like...
くれぐれも今のことは他言無用よお分か
I
り
wish he did, because it'd make it
おがしょう
easier for me, because my kanji skills are gross. But my listening comprehension is better.
いいからお行きなさい
God, she's so rude. She's like, alright, get out of here. So now we finally get to go to Yoneda's office. Kogate Kokukajitan something. Yoneda blah blah blah. The door opens. She meets this bitch.
どなたです
Who
か
are you? And then he introduced himself as the Floral Assault Unit's second lieutenant, Ogami.
Ranger says, how much time left for the stream, Saru?
There is half an hour left.
あなたが帝劇に配属された大神少尉ですか。はじめまして、私はマリア立花です。
She says, okay, so you're the second lieutenant. Pleased to meet you. My name is Maria Tachibana. He's like, Maria Tachibana-san. He's like, yeah.
はい。私に何か用ですか。 お部屋でお待ちです。それが何か。 なるほど。心配せずとも米田中将はとても立派な方です。ただ
So this girl's super militant.
Yeah.
She's like
何でもあ
Russian,
りません。
Japanese, and she was in like
ご
some
自
like
分でお
Russian
確かめ
war
く
or
ださい。
something. I don't remember. And so like when these scenes happen, you can like choose to like talk to them or like look at their stuff. Like you can compliment her hair and her eyes, but this girl is like she's very easy to trigger. So like you can do this and piss them off. Like see how the eyes are like jiro or like staring. This is her boobs. So if you select there, if you do it again, like she'll notice and it'll piss her off. So I'm not gonna do it. You go here. He talks about how she's got platinum blonde hair.
Brandrick, snob and ignorant anime characters does. She must be foreigner. She got
Snob
blonde
and
hair.
ignorant characters. She must be foreigner and she got blonde hair. Yeah.
はい。
And like he can't even really make conversation with her.
米田中将は支配人室です。私は稽古がありますからこれで。
And she's like, Yonada's room is there. She's taking off. He couldn't really like talk to her. I think there's no like pleasing option in this one. Like there's a neutral option, and then one option was to ask her out on a date, which will obviously piss her off. Just because she looks like the type.
Oh, Anna.
And he's introducing himself, the time, blah blah blah. Very militant style introduction. Is this the PS2 remake of the original? Yes. Ramune Egasu.
花小路伯爵から聞いてるよ。まあそう家庭挨拶なしにしようや。第一ここはおめえ大帝国劇場だ。軍人ことはいけねえよ。
No, he's drunk. You know this.
Yeah, I know.
He's always drunk. And he's like, hey, you're in the Capitals, whatever. Enough, or you don't have to use that, like, military talk. And he's like, what? What's up with this old man? It's like, this man can't be.
まあ一杯どうだ
Would you like a shot? Obviously anything. The second one is like, he says something like, how could you conduct yourself this way? You're the captain, blah blah blah.
Isn't this drunk guy the professor from
ベラメなのですかったどういう了見だい
And falling asleep. Good night, Kitsune-sama. Thanks for stopping by.
てめえは階級証がなけりゃ人間が見分けられねえのかいあ
says Ramune.
Oh yeah, the UI in this is super nice.
よ
In this one.
バカ野郎よーしこいつ何せ家庭挨拶はいらねえって言っただ
Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and skip some. Let's see if we can get to
お
like
っといけね
a battle.
ほらこれを持ってきな
So long story short, he meets the lieutenant. Lieutenant gives him
Oye,
his uniform. He wears the uniform. Gives him
まあ
that clock. Sakura's like eavesdropping because she's a nosy bitch. So let's just go here. Oh, they were both eavesdropping. And he's like, oh, he saw me. And you can get mad at them for eavesdropping, but obviously you don't want to piss them off. They always eavesdrop, yeah. Some nosy ass bitches. conversation. I guess he was saying, that might piss him off because he said, I guess they were arguing over something. Oh, okay. So that was you can either tell, like, I guess they started arguing. You can either pick to side with Iris or side with Sakura. I chose to tell them not to fight and made them both happy. '80s rule. What did you get with your TG16? Oh shit, okay, so here I gotta get dressed. So shirt first. Pants. Or I can open the door pantsless. I'm not sure what happens if you don't dress yourself in time. Iris was hanging on to me the first playthrough when I wanted Sakura. Thankfully, my favorite switched to Sakura more towards the end. That's funny. I dislike Iris. I don't know why. Out of all the little girl characters, she's the one I don't like the most. But they got better, the little girl characters, because I really like Kukiliko and Rikorita, the little Mexican girl with the guns. She's hilarious. I think Kukiliko is my favorite of all the little girl characters, and then Rikorita.
It says Iris was hanging out onto me in the first playthrough.
Yeah, I got you that. That's why I started to talk about the little girl characters. Man, this one takes a while before you get into like any sort of action. So then he finds out here that he is assigned as the person who like clips the tickets, and already he's already dealing with people. This old lady's like, can you hurry up and validate my ticket? They're here to see, I can't read that, some show, Princess of something. And they kind of just threw him in the thing as the guy who does the tickets, but he doesn't quite know what he's doing. All these people are telling him to hurry up. And he doesn't quite know what he's doing just yet, because they kind of just threw him in there. He's like, are you okay? It's like, oh, look at the time. And then these bitches just left him there. So long story short, they put him here to do like the ticket thing, and he's like, that happens sometimes too, where you have like the quick time events.
Level 1 online's here.
What is up, level 1 online? I'm good. Just playing some Sakura Wars. She's impressed with my ticket punching skills. So he got into a conversation about like what type of girls he likes, and I don't even know what type I picked. But he's giving me a fan letter right now to give to Sumire, who's the Stommy bitch. So he's going to give that to her at some point. He's confused as about how to process this child's ticket. He said something weird. She is. I remember printing pages of translations back in the day in the college computer lab. Poor trees. Do they have translations of these online? I see the word Sakura, I think Street Fighter Alpha. Okay, it says only respected philosophers and arcane wizards know the joys of playing Sakura Wars in Japanese at 1:30 a.m.
Damn, that must be hard printing out pages.
I know.
Like, okay, here goes. What am I gonna say? I'm trying to read.
Oh, you know what? I could totally cheat. I have guidebook. That way I can make sure. I haven't pissed off any of the girls yet, but I don't want to. Where am I? I don't even know where I'm at. What? Oh, I'm right here somewhere.
Moshi?
This girl's cute. I like this girl. Tsubaki. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just wing it. It'll be fun to piss some girls off because I don't know what I'm saying.
今日からこちらに来られた方ですね。はじめまして。お話は伺ってます。私、高村椿って言います。ここの売店でいつも売り子をしてるんですよ。
Cool. Can you purposely upset the girls for a funny playthrough? While in Vegas has... Yeah, you can upset them, but it doesn't really make it funny, and it makes the game hard because then they won't do what you say in battle, and they'll basically ignore your commands because they don't respect you as a captain. So in this game, the purpose of keeping them shit, I don't want to go there. Great. Oh, someone covered my eyes. She's like, who is it? And it's Sakura. It's like, この声は Sakura kun daro? Is this voice Sakura's voice? And she's like, haha, barachamashita. It's like, you got it. It's like, you really surprised me. She's like, foo-foo, gomenasai. She's blushing. She's ready. He knew it was me. Oops, fuck, I was reading. you headed? Damn, this is all coming back to me. Got the knife. I don't know. I already stopped reading. I just want to get to a battle thing so that you guys can see. Alright, so there's some sort of event happening here. Oh, got this bitch. Sumire-kun ga iru zo. Feels like Sumire-kun is here. And she never gets his name right. She called him some other name. She's like, oh, it's, I can't read the name, but she called him. She's like, what are you up to? And he's like, it's Ogami. She's like, oh, I must have forgot. Silly me. Well, just for that, I'm gonna look at your titties. He's like, yeah. I don't want to piss her off either. I'll just talk to her. Because you can look at their chest area. If you keep looking at their chest area, it pisses them off. Let's talk about you. He wants to know more about her. Just because he wants to please her. So I want to please him all. So she's going into this big old thing that she is the heiress of something called Kanzaki Juko, which is Kanzaki Heavy Industries. And Sumire shows up. So Sumire, something is starting soon. I don't know. So she basically gets me out of talking to this girl, I think. No. Usually when they pair up like that, it's going to be a decision where I have to piss one of them off. I have to pick what type of girl I like. Sakura. I'm going to pick Sakura, obviously. And that's going to piss off what's her face. See? Piss her off. Damn it. Damn it.
But I'm pretty.
I know. It's like, how can she like her? That pissed her off. But then if I say Sumire, then it pisses off Sakura too. Now she's all blushing. That made her happy. That's all that matters. We just gotta make the which one is better Sumire, the which one is better choice? What do you mean? I guess it depends on which girl you like. Someone's pissed off. Okay, so Maria is annoyed. You can see that by that emoji. So we're not gonna go talk to her because she's menstruating. So we're gonna go talk to Iris. She's in a good mood. And this is all getting creepy. She's talking about Iris wants to go out on a date, and he's like, date? So did that surprise you? Joe Nande, I was joking. And he's like, oh, haha. But she wants to go on a date at some point.
There's one in the second game too. It's the first chapter too.
What is? Candy May, good night, Candy May. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, I wonder if I can talk to her. No, I was hoping I could please her. Empty room. Sakura's in the empty room. Oh, that's right, because Kana and the other girl are not there. Everyone is making date jokes apparently. Ogami wants it though. Someone just chilling there. Yep.
Tsubaki.
She says, "Ah, このところで何してるんですか?" It's like, what are you doing here? Ah, yeah.
We're about to hit our 3-hour mark.
Yeah, we are. Alright, well, I wanted to play to a point to where it's like to get to a battle, but this game is way too convoluted. So I guess we're not going to see a battle tonight. Alright, well, let's go ahead and... Can I save? I can't save. We can't save until we get into a battle here.
Just wait. We'll just play, keep playing.
There's so many events. Oh no!
Oh no! You're dead.
More temperamental blondes. Here we go. Please don't get mad at me. He's talking about how he was made like the ticket guy. He's not happy about it. He's wanting to know more about what the Imperial Floral Assault Unit does. Alright, as long as I didn't piss her off. Because at this point you can't really make her happy. All you can do is piss her off until you get to know her more. And then she becomes less bitchy. God damn it. Why am I always running into Iris? I guess we're making points with her. Blah blah blah. Alright, really quick, we're going to do last week's questions we asked. What did we ask last week?
Go to Google Docs.
In Chrome? Or in Firefox?
I'm not sure which one you're signed into.
Both. Almost 3 a.m. here. Gotta go, guys. Good night, Randrick. Have a good night. I was hoping I could save to play this game. Alright. Enter to win prize is number 39. We're on 40. Is that the right thing?
Yeah, I think I didn't change it.
No, that's confusing.
No. That's we didn't do. We missed one.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's like that.
Gotcha. This is the right one, though. Alright, so, last week... Wait, I feel like we're missing something. What are we missing?
We didn't do the last gotcha.
We didn't do a last gachapon, and we didn't put the link in.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do one more gachapon, you guys.
Unless you want to do it next week for the PC Engine Friday.
For what? For PC Engine Friday?
Yeah.
No, because I think people might already be here for gachapon.
Yeah, that's
stuff.
true.
So, let's do that. Let's do gachapons. Here.
So, if there are any new people are here.
So we're gonna do one last gachapon giveaway. Gachapon same as the first one. Yeah, that link is the same. So.
Randrick's leaving.
Good night, Randrick.
Good night, Randrick.
So I'm gonna play for a little bit more and give you guys time. If no one is, if you haven't entered that Gachapon link. Yep, I played the piano. Someone's clapping. Oh shit! I pleased her. She likes it. She always looks so angry in the first game. When you first meet her, she's very apprehensive. Alright, so something's happening here. These bitches.
こんにちは。あなた劇場の事務をしてます。どうぞよろしくね。はじめまして大神さん。私藤井かすみです。劇場の事務を取り仕切っています。それではこちらにご記入をお願いします。はい、結構です。米田支配人は
Like I said, I did all the events I could do for the allotted time.
ああ、もしもし。ああ、来た。だがね、花、戦場に。しかし、だから、あの枠、おっと。
So we'll give you guys a couple more minutes to enter that. Everybody here has already entered it. So I guess we could start. So there I had two options. I had the option to tell her to leave me alone, because he just found out that his job isn't like a military thing. But then he finds out the truth that it is. As long as Sakura is happy throughout this whole thing, that's all that matters. Ew, I gave her the anime bubbles. Did you see that shit? She had shoujo bubbles. So he's reflecting, he's like, why did I go through all this training and blah 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 just to end up as... Alright, perfect. I'll get the save. And maybe one day I'll continue this on a separate stream of some sort. I want to say a battle is coming soon. Yes, a battle is coming very soon. But we're also coming to the end of our show. So I think we're going to have to continue this on like a ninja stream. Oops, I just realized. Same data. So we can actually see what, right now everyone's kind of like, whatever, you know. Not too many chances to please everybody, so everyone is kind of okay with me right now. And that continues on to the game. Alright, so last week Give me 1 second.
Gachapon?
Switch scenes. Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna do Gachapon. I'm dumb. We're doing one more Gachapon giveaway, everybody. This is the last Gachapon giveaway of the night. So we gotta go back to the Gachapon. Oh, you don't have to if you don't want to. We can just use that camera. It's too much of a pain in the ass to do. Gotta keep those ladies happy. I know. Got a TG16. Yeah, I asked earlier about your TG16 and you never answered.
There it is.
There is a Gachapon.
Hold on, 1 second. Don't.
Why? Oh, I see. Yeah, just put it there. And then we can move the game behind it.
Go for it.
Alright, so now we have Gachapon Cam. I guess we can move that back here.
I did a list because I know there's certain people not in here, but I'm still gonna say it because they could be lurking.
A list of what?
Of people.
For Gachapon?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because a lot of people have left.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, Munchie says he was going to see it.
Yeah, that was Munchies.
Munchies?
Yeah.
I just call him Munchies.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, is he still here?
Munchies? I don't think he is. I think he left.
Okay.
But I don't think he did the Gachapon thing anyway. Maybe. I don't know.
Chris Hader.
He's fairly new to this. He's only been to 2 live streams, I think.
DC Radaya.
He's gone too.
He's gone too.
Yeah.
Elvis.
Elvis is gone also.
Mrs. Light Up.
Mrs. Light Up?
Yep. Kristen, think I'm here.
Are these all the people whose names you drew?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mrs. Light Up.
I said Chris Hader, not Chris Tang. Sorry.
Yeah, Chris Hader went to sleep. Mrs. Light Up, I don't think is here. We'll give it maybe another minute. These are the names that he drew. He drew a bunch of them because he figures everybody went home since we only have 16 people in here. Yeah, I think that the theme, I knew that this theme might not be the most popular theme, but I wanted it to.
We had 22 people straight.
Did we?
Yeah. For a good hour.
Alright, so I'm going to say Mrs. Light Up isn't here. So we haven't heard anything, so.
Alright, next one is Intrigue Gaming.
Intrigue Gaming.
He's here.
He's here. So did he win it?
Yeah, he won it.
Okay, Intrigue Gaming. You're the winner. The wiener. He says 4. Alright.
And after him, it would have been Chris Tang.
Ha! So, if he wasn't here. Alright, so let's go. Oh, we're already there. Okay, so he picked 4. Number 1 was $5 gift card. Was number 1. Oh, we have more than one gift card in there, huh?
Yep.
Alright. Number 2. Number 2 is that Fist of the North Star statue.
DJ, you sound like you're out of energy.
Take a shot. Alright, number 3. Number 3 is... Ha! Number 3 is the big prize. Alright, so let's see what number 4 is. The big prize goes back in. Number 4, this is your number.
Nothing?
Nothing. Swallow it.
You get nothing.
You get nothing. Nothing.
I said, just kidding. I said 3.
Alright, number 4 is that weird, like, raccoon creature from that thing. Okay, so you get to choose between these 3 here. Oh, shit. You're dropping. I know, you're dropping the thing. Alright, so now let's go back to my face. Boom! Welcome to my face. Alright, so you gotta pick one of these guys. So you get either this Fist of the North Star thing, this little squirrel guy from whatever the hell he is from, and a $5 Nintendo or Amazon gift card. Gift card, he says.
Okay.
Oh wait, gift card question mark? Are you asking?
You get either...
Or do you want it?
Nintendo or Amazon.
Yeah, it's Nintendo or Amazon. $5. $5. $5.
Joseph, so what's the 4th thing?
The 4th thing was the big prize. He didn't get it. Yeah, that was number 3. Number 3 was the big prize. Yes, Nintendo. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Here.
Cool.
Do you need this?
No, just
You
put it
just go back
there.
in. Just make a note.
If there's 2 in there, just take one out.
There is 2 in there.
Okay.
One of them.
We did that one time because we didn't have Gachapon in there.
Oh, okay.
To refill it, so.
Alright, so. Yeah, this one's a gift card, I believe. Wait, this one's a gift card. Yeah.
We'll send it to you later.
Sweet. Alright, so last week we asked. Wow, 19 people entered this one. That's crazy. I didn't think that anybody cared. We asked, do you like Sakura Wars? Which is your favorite? If not, what's your favorite strategy game? The first one, ooh, this one doesn't have a name. First one says, I like Sakura Wars anime, but I've never played any of the games. Actually, I haven't really played many strategy games at all. Other than the 2 Warrior of Rome games, Master of Monsters, and possibly Warsong on the Genesis. And I don't know if I've really played any of them enough to decide which one was my favorite. Maybe Warrior of Rome 2. My brothers and I used to mess around on 2-player mode in it quite a bit. That one had no name, so I'm not sure who answered that one. This next one doesn't have a name either. This person says, I like Sakura Wars in general, though I did not play the RTS games yet, despite owning many of them, including the PS2 re-release backlogged. I've played the Sakura Taisen columns on Saturn a bunch, though... What is that noise?
What noise?
You don't hear that noise?
No.
That was freaky. Sakura Taisen columns games. So many. So maybe that's my favorite. I have...
That one's mine.
Who?
The one before that one.
Oh, the first one was yours? Or the one I'm reading now? Yeah, I heard something weird. Did you hear that? It was a weird noise.
Like what was it?
Intrigue Gaming says I heard crickets. I don't know. Sorry, that one was mine. I forgot to put my name again. Okay, I figured the first one was Boo because he's always talking about his brother. I figured that might have been him. The one you're reading now. Okay, so the one I'm reading now, this is Chris Tang. He says, I like Sakura Wars in general, though I did not play the RTS games yet, despite owning them, including the PS2 release. I played the Sakura Taisen columns games on Saturn a bunch, though, so maybe that's my favorite. I had the anime and thought it was awesome, especially the hilariously dubbed English version, where the characters sound like caricatured radical stereotypes, except for Sakura. I know, that's true, they did. Who sounds like a white girl instead of Japanese, lol. For strategy games, I like Lady Phantom on the PC Engine and Zone of the Enders, Fist of Mars on GBA. You know what's funny is that if you like Lady Phantom, the Sakura Wars games play very similar. Even the commands are similar. The way the commands are like laid out in Lady Phantom. And I think that's why for me it was so easy to jump in, because I loved Lady Phantom. And it made it easy to jump into Sakura Wars was Lady Phantom. The next one comes to us from Cybergirl. Cybergirl says, I have never played any Sakura Wars games. My favorite strategy games are probably Project X Zone and 1 and 2, which is funny because Sakura and Team are all in those games. The main characters to Sakura Wars are in both of those games. Joseph says, sorry, don't worry, I messed up next week's condolences. What did you do? Chris says,
up the next week's
question. Oh, I see. Did you just do it again? Chris says, if our name is not coming through on the questions, are our entries even getting through? Yes, the entries. So we don't pay for Gleam. What happens is when the winner gets selected, only the winner's information is what we see when they win. So when somebody wins, we see the winners. Obviously, we would have.
Like
yeah, we see your email and we see your name, but we don't see all the entries that come through. If that was the case, we wouldn't have given away a game every single week. Yeah, Lady Phantom was my first RTS I played. Yeah, I love Lady Phantom. It's great. Ramune says, the thought of watching the dub of Sakura Wars for some reason feels sacrilege to me. I bought it on VHS, and it was English dub. That's how I saw it too. And it's like Chris said, everyone has like their accents except Sakura. Sakura is totally whitewash. Number 4 comes from Wreck-It Rens. Wreck-It Rens says, I've never played a Samurai Wars game. I'm working on that. But favorite strategy game would be Growlancer on the PS2. The music was dope and the story had me hooked. Really enjoyed that game. Shout out to Fire Emblem as well. Yeah, those are both strategy games. Intrigue Gaming says Total War Shogun was when I really got into RTS. That's a PC game, isn't it? Or a Genesis? Is that a Koei Those are Koei games, right? Koei stuff. Number 5 comes to us from Reluctant Hero. Reluctant Hero says, do I like strategy RPG with steampunk aesthetic mixed with dating sim? Does a bear shit in the woods? Hell yes. Hell yes, I do. I'd have to say that my favorite is So Long My Love on PS2. It was the first game in the series that I ever played, Reluctant Hero. That's cool. Yeah, that's the first one that came out into English. He's here. That's funny.
Yo.
What is up, dude? I liked your answer. Number 6 comes to us from Joseph. Joseph says, I enjoyed Sakura Wars. Only played the first one, so I guess that's my favorite. Obligatory Fire Emblem Monsho no Nazo, if that doesn't count. If Sakura Wars doesn't count, I guess. That's cool, says Joseph. Joseph is still here, I think, too. Number 7 has no name. He just said Final Fantasy Tactics. Number 8 is from Light Up. Light Up says, gotta go with Panzer General on PS1. Major World War II junkie. Played the crap out of it back in the day. Excuse me. Number 9 comes to us from Matt Tracker. He says, never played Sakura Wars. Don't like strategy games. Sincerely, Matt Tracker. Number 11, no name. That person says, unfortunately, I have not played it. Looks good, though. My favorite strategy game is probably Shining Force 2. Cool. This next one says, Selena y los Dinos, Lamau, and then Jesse's note says, probably Elvis. It's safe to say that is Elvis Roa, because he's always saying that. That's so funny.
I laughed when
Selena y los Dinos. You know, it's funny that someone actually made the singer who is Indian, or of Indian descent, lives in Spain, sang a Spanish version of the Sakura Wars intro. And it's actually really good. It's really good. I actually really like it. Number 13 says, never played Sakura Wars, but it seems interesting. I haven't put too much time into strategy games, but my favorite is probably Age of Mythology. No name on that one either. Number 14. Let me see if I missed anything in chat. My favorite so far would be Sakura Wars 2. Still in the middle of the 3rd game. But Erika is love. That's from Ramune Egasu. I know, I love the 3rd game. The 3rd game is great. Great game. It's kind of dark compared to the other ones, but I love it. Superboo says, I think I watched the anime subbed. It's been a couple years since I watched it, though. You should watch it. It's good. Joseph says, it's like every week's question has the same game as my answer. I switched it up for next week. Oh. Entry Gaming says, Koei Tecmo still releases Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Okay, so it was a Koei game. No, it's a Sega. It's Sega now, I think, but was PC game in early 2000s. Oh, gotcha. Alright, next one, number 15, comes to us from Randrick. Randrick says, I totally missed that series, even though I always checked many games in the series in books, internet, etc. I regret now missing on this game, but not a lot was localized from what I see. In fact, one was localized here. My favorite strategy game is Final Fantasy Tactics and Fire Emblem series, says Randrick. Number 16, this one comes to us from Michelle Mayhem. She says, looking forward to the new Sakura Wars and the action approach they're taking on it. Number 17 comes to us from Pabst. Pabst says, I'm aware of it, but I've never got into it. Favorite strategy game? Probably Magic the Gathering Arena. But strictly console game would have to be Vandal Hearts on the PS1. That's a good game, actually. I like that game. Number 18. This one doesn't have a name, but this person says, never played it, but I shall assume it's a game about every anime and game character named Sakura fighting in a battle royale to declare the one true Sakura. What? Number 19 comes to us from Mr. Mega Man Fan. He says, sorry DJ, but I'm not an RTS fan. Hey, that's honest. Alright. Our winner for the weekly video game giveaway this week is Danny R. Danny R. For this one, you don't have to be in chat. We will shoot you a message. We have your information. Danny R., you are the winner of this week's weekly video game giveaway. Make sure to go to fxunityuki.com.
He's international, so he's going to get an email with the gift card.
Okay. So you're going to get international people, they get a $10 gift card? For $10 gift card. Yeah, so you're going to get an email. You're getting a $10 gift card for either Nintendo or Amazon. You get to pick. Because you're international, it's a $10 card. So you'll get a $10 card. Usually it's around the value of the stuff that we're giving away. So you're getting a $10 gift card. And we'll go ahead and email you that. But that pretty much does it for this week's VGST. Did you guys like this themed one? This is the second time we've done a theme where it's specifically just one game. Normally all of our themes have been either collections or, you know, top blah blah blah. Next we're going to move into top, you know, other, we're going back to the genres. Next week though is going to be about soundtracks. So next week's VGS&T is going to be about video game soundtracks. And then we'll pick other series to talk about. We still have to do an East one, but we've talked so much about East because it's one of my favorite games throughout VGS&T that we're going to wait a little bit before we do an East one, only because we've talked so much East. But we are going to do an East related one just like this one, where we talk about a bunch of East stuff, and then maybe at the end we'll play a little bit of East as well. But that does it for VGST this week, guys. Thank you so much everybody who stopped by. I really appreciate it. Joseph says Dragon Slayer. Then we could do Dragon Slayer or the AU Densetsu series, Legend of Heroes series. I don't have much of the new ones, but we could at some point. I'll try to pick some more of them up because I only have all the old AU Densetsus and the PSP ones before they get into the Sora no Kiseki, Trails of Cold Steel, and Trails of Your Mom, and all those other ones. I don't have any of those, but I will try to pick some up, and then maybe we could do one on the Legend of Heroes series.
So people are saying, great stream. Chris Tang says, I'm fine with it. Get to find out more about something that I might not know much about.
That's awesome.
That's good.
That's great. Well, I'm glad that most of you guys did enjoy it. I know it's kind of an obscure series with this one. Not a lot of people really know about it. And Chris Tang says, tits! Ha! Trails in the sky. Oh my god. That's funny. I never knew that totally does spell out tits, doesn't it? How funny. SaruPro says, dang it, I can't keep the stream live, stupid PC. Okay, well, we're pretty much done, so don't worry about it, boo. I thank you, though, for always coming to our lives.
Hope you feel better.
I really appreciate it. Yes, hope you feel better. And hashtag Saru Crew. Everyone in here is Saru Crew right now. That's pretty much all that's left. Everyone who, all the people who, don't normally follow me are already gone. Everyone who's left is Saru Crew people. So I appreciate you guys, because you guys will stick around no matter what game I talk about. And I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Saru cultist. But yeah, that's pretty much manhole stream. I know, we should do one, right? Since we talked so much about the manhole, I guess we can do a stream. We'll stream manhole.
Topic. Come and watch me play.
Come and watch me play.
As I play with my manhole.
Oh, I don't know if I should title it.
So you should tell people what, because there's new people here.
Yeah, so there's a game on the PC Engine called The Manhole, and I started going off on a tangent about the manhole, and then people started laughing and stuff, and then I was like, I realize how that sounds now. And then that just became an ongoing joke on streams about the manhole. But the game is actually called The Manhole. Definitely title the thumbnail like that. Come watch me play with my manhole. I don't know if I could title it that because it's called The Manhole.
Definitely titled the thumbnail like that.
Slayer says, I'm here for the gangbang. Yeah, so I'll do, I think I'm going to try, I want to try to do more ninja streams. It's hard to do though because I work early in the morning during the week. You know, I want to get to the point in my life to where I can drop down to part-time. Once I pay off my house a little more. Because I don't want to work full-time forever. I'd like to drop down to part-time at some point in the next couple of years. Once my mortgage has gone down a bit. And Egasu says, The Manhole. Yes, it's a point-and-click adventure game on PC Engine. Chris Tang says, the Manhole looks like fun for all ages. It is. It's an all-ages game. So it is an all-ages game for fun for everybody. Manhole fun for everyone. Your overlays are amazing. Thank you. Jesse always puts these together, and I give him the graphics, and Jesse puts them together. Usually, or we do it together. E for everyone. E for manhole.
Manhole.
All right, you guys. How expensive is it to get into the manhole? It's like $20, maybe. So, I mean, $20 for a little manhole action is not bad. I don't think. I think it's a good price. It's a good entry level game too. So you can easily get into the manhole, I think, for $20. Great stream, guys. Love you. Shut your butts. All right, Slayer, thank you so much for stopping by. Everybody, thank you so much for stopping by. I might get my manhole loose then. All right. On that note, thank you everybody for stopping by for this very special video game show and tell live, Sakura Wars edition. Next week we're going to talk about video game soundtracks, so make sure to tune in at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll actually try to start on time next week. This week we were doing all kinds of stuff. But thank you everybody for stopping by, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. The manhole.
Two P's or one?
The Manhole. A fantasy exploration for children of all ages. The Manhole. Explore. Explore the manhole.